Dun, 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 dun. Hello. Welcome to
Hello.
Tuesday. I
Hi.
gotta make I gotta make sure
Oh,
that I'm on my
are
phone.
you on
There
your
we
phone
go.
today?
Oh, golly gee. Okay. Hey everybody. Hope that you're all having a great Tuesday. It is I'm hoping that it's getting ready to storm here in Indiana. It's gonna start here. It's gonna move its way to you, Michael.
Oh boy.
It's gonna move
At
its
least
way to
it's
you.
warm.
It is very warm, but that's honestly not good for a storm. That makes it,
Uh,
but the sun hasn't been out. If it's sun's out too, I think that I mean, I'm no meteorologist, but I'm thinking that if the sun's out prior to a storm, that makes it kind of fuels the storm a little bit. So anyway, welcome to the sales. I am Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, with my pal Michael, the Cult of Vintage. Make sure that you are subscribed to both of our channels. I think sometimes people aren't subscribed because they just watch, but it doesn't cost you anything. You hear subscribe and you think, I got to pay for something. It's free. You don't have to pay. Neither Michael or I have subscriptions that you have to pay for additional content. You just come here and it's free. So I hope that you subscribe. And if you are thinking that you want to purchase something from us today, everything that we're doing in the sale is like an auction format. So some of the things might be a quick claim, and we'll notate that before it starts. But we do need some information from you. We need your full name and shipping address, and we need your PayPal email. If you don't have PayPal, that is okay. You can still purchase from the sale today. You just need to let us know that you need us to send you a link. So technically, you're still paying through PayPal with your debit card or your credit card. It's just a safe way for the buyer and the seller to be protected via PayPal. Also, throughout the sale, you might notice during the countdown, you'll see people put in a JIC or even multiple different variations of that. Sometimes we see all kinds of variations, but that stands for just in case. And if you are actively bidding on something, like if you've already thrown in a couple bids, you are then eligible to put in a just in case. And that means you're kind of just, this is what I'm willing to pay for the item. But then you can get an item for $1 over the highest bid. But keep in mind that if there are more than one, or if there's two at that same bid, you are still responsible for paying for that bid. So just keep that in mind when you are doing your bidding. I'm having a sale today at 5 after our sale today, 5 p.m. Eastern over on virtualantiquemarketplace.com. I actually have a little graphic here I can pop in. I always click on the wrong thing. Here we go. We are having a fundraiser, myself and Jay Harper's Things Vintage, for the Better World Rescue. So every 25% of everything, of all of the sales, will be going to the rescue. I actually added 3 items. I've been advertising that too. But 3 items that I'm going to be selling, 100% of the proceeds will go to Better World Rescue. You can look them up, betterworldrescue.org. And if you want to just make a donation, big or, whatever amount you want, during the sale on YouTube and on Vamp, I'll have a link where you can just go in and you can make a donation. It's this part of 209 Gives Day. It's a big fundraiser event that they do up in California. So that is today. And you will get like some free gifts. Jay's doing some special items. So come to the sale this afternoon at 5 and we'll give you a little bit more information on that. And then, Michael, you want to talk about your announcement?
Yeah, actually, I have 2 announcements, and it's good. Well, I'll start with this one.
Okay.
So this Friday, May 2nd, Saturday, May 3rd, and Sunday, May 4th, we are going to be having a multi-generational
Living estate sale.
living estate sale. You can see, thank you, Misty, for putting that up. I do appreciate it. We are going to be having an estate sale. It is going to be in Springfield, Ohio. The address is in the graphic. I have posted that, and it's 1200 Willow Road, again in Springfield, Ohio. I have posted that on Instagram and, of course, here on YouTube. You've got preview images. We are going to be posting more
Oh my God.
images. It is, as you see in the graphic, it really is more fine antique and vintage items. There are some contemporary items. We do have architectural salvage. So that's furniture and things of that nature. There's tools, power tools, there's TVs. So all of that stuff will be in there. There's clothing and textiles, furniture, there's small home decor. Everything is in really good condition except for like the kind of salvagey stuff. But we would love to have you come out. It is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and that is every single day. Friday, the pricing will be firm. Saturday, we will have 25% off all items. And Sunday, it will be 50% off everything. So you don't have to come in and wheel and deal. Friday is firm, Saturday is 25% off, and Sunday is 50% off. So we would love to have you all come and join us. Now, that said, I do want to, clearly, we have an estate sale going on. There were preview pictures that I did for today's sale. There are a lot of items in the preview photos that I will be having in today's sale. I honestly, I just switched up today's sale. Just bottom line. Some things I think are going to be better off being an estate sale. So I don't know. I don't know.
Michael's tired.
I'm
Michael's tired. It's a lot of work.
And I do want to say one more thing, and I do want to do this kind of like a public declaration, a very public thank you to both Tim and Stephanie Kite, Stephanie's husband. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Bobby and Tom Earp. Both are here in the chat today. The ladies and both of their husbands did join us this past weekend. And they did help us move things and organize things and clean things. I am so sincere when I say this.
Lovely people.
One, it speaks to the character of, Bobby drove 8 hours.
I know.
And Stephanie and Tim drove 3.5 hours. So to take that time out of your life to help us, and not even like, it's not fun work. Moving is not fun work, right? No. So Bobby and Tom and Stephanie and Tim, they are amazingly kind and generous people. Yeah. And from our perspective, sincerely, I don't know that we would be where we are with the estate sale. We would not be where we are in the estate sale without their help. So thank you, all four of you, so very much.
And Stephanie brought treats.
Yeah, Stephanie brought 3 dozen chocolate chip cookies and 13 by 9 German chocolate cake.
Yum.
And Bobby brought Xander with her. His coloring, he's, white with brown and black. He is multicolored, and they had his hair done before he was groomed, before they brought him. And it is so funny because his face is just like Louis. It is great. Like, it's like, wow, these dogs, like, he looks like his papa. It was just amazing. So again, thank you all so much.
Helping you pack and raising your A1C. Yeah. That's all. You need those calories in order to.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just one more example of how lovely this community is. So, we got a lot of great, wonderful, kind people in this community. So yeah, it's great to hear. And if you go on Michael's Instagram, you'll be able to see a lot of the pictures. He has posted some pictures, and I think probably in your YouTube channel, in your stories or in your post. So if you want to see more pictures, then definitely follow along and go over to Instagram. And
we don't have any rooms left at the in the inn this weekend, so that we are booked.
Yeah, and then you got that going on too. So not only that, you've got you got your reselling stuff, you've got the inn that you're maintaining, you're moving, and you're having an estate sale. It's like he's exhausted. So
Yep.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So it'll all be over soon, and then you can.
But I will say this stuff that I mean, y'all. there's some there's some real good stuff we got for today's sale. So
Yay.
hope
Okay.
you enjoy it.
So, but Michael's still, he's still going to do his shipping tonight, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Okay. So, we do make sure that you do send us your information so we can get your invoice. Payment must be made within 48 hours of receiving your invoice. Michael will be doing his invoicing tonight. And so if it's a name that doesn't seem familiar to us, or it's been a while, you may hear us ask you to go ahead and make sure that you're sending your emails, just so we can be sure that we have that information. I will be doing my shipping tomorrow. I had a sale on Sunday. So if you've already purchased something from me on Vamp from Sunday, you've already unlocked discounted shipping. I will combine shipping from Sunday's sale, today's sale, and this afternoon's sale. So you will get, and some of the items, there are 3 items in Vamp that you can get free shipping from as part of the charity too. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead. Michael, what do you do?
This event. Sorry, I had the air conditioner going on me. I'm down here. It's cold.
We're going to switch us too so I can make you big. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started, guys. So I'm going to make Michael big. And Michael, are you doing your first one going to be a quick claim or a bid?
I'm going to do a quick claim choice. Quick claim choice. So there are 2 items. Quite frankly, they are not related in any way, shape, or form, other than they are beautiful. I think.
Like random. Oh wait, who is doing the bidding today? Is it you, Karen? My gosh.
Who is it? Who's doing it?
Is it Karen or is it Kim?
Okay,
I'll watch. You go ahead and talk, Michael. I'll watch.
Okay.
Okay,
so
Karen.
2 items that again are me. Karen Gillette is doing it. Thank you, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
All right. 2 items. It is your choice. They are quick claims. All right. These are the 2 items.
Ooh, I
got the mini Majolica vase. Look at that sculptural detailing.
That's gorgeous.
They don't make things like they used to. This one is one of the nicer ones because it does have that turquoise interior to it. Here's the deal. It was repaired. I don't know if you're going to be able to, let's see. Can you kind of see the line right here?
Yeah.
So it has been repaired. It's honestly kind of hard to see it on the interior, but it has in fact been repaired. All right. So there's that one. You can choose the Majolica vase, which it displays. I love this ombre with the brown. Okay, I could go on and on. Look at the leaves.
All of the colors.
I think they're irises going up the side. I just obsessed. The other one, we've got Gerald porcelains. Okay, so it is stamped down here on the bottom. All right, made in Western Germany. Now, there are no condition issues to this piece.
I love that.
There is a manufacturer. Here on the chin, they did not, here on the chin, you can see there's a little bit of white, and there's a little bit of white on his nose. It looks like he has a bogey, too. I don't know. Yeah, that is in the porcelain. So it did come from the manufacturer like this. So the matte glaze.
That's some eyeliner too.
Get on to stop focusing on me. Did not get on the chin. And then you have the condition issue on the nose. Okay. Yes. But it is a beautiful, this is a 24 karat gold glaze with the ball, the star. You have some trim here. The fingers are all intact. There's no chips or cracks to it. The wings fully intact, no condition issue there. It's got a very Art Deco kind of feel to it. Again, geometric with the ball and that movement here in the shooting star. Okay. I love that. So those are your 2 choices. It's $18 choice. because of the condition
Wow.
issue on this. And listen, as much as I personally love these, I know there's not a huge demand for them, but I
Oh,
think it's
I don't. No,
beautiful.
I like those, Michael.
So it's $18 choice if you're interested in either or both. There is a crack in this one. Put in the number.
Oh, hang on, Chloe. Hang on.
Yep, it's quick claim choice. It will be number 11. Number 11.
Number 11.
And choose the vase. Again,
Stephanie
it's
has the first
been
11.
repaired. We do have the Gerald porcelain, the angel. All right, Miss Stephanie.
And
She
Bobby.
did get the first 11. Are you going to go for the vase? Again, it's been repaired. Or would you like the Gerald porcelain? Again, Western. Okay, vase.
Now, is that angel? Is that like a putti? They call it like a putti?
The putti Italian, what it means is angelic child. It specifically typically refers, there's a female version too.
Not like poutine.
Not poutine, putti. Traditionally, they don't have wings. So the ones that you would refer to as putti typically don't have wings, not that it's exclusive. Not that it's exclusive.
Stephanie,
yes,
what's the name? Okay.
Stephanie, I will hold your stuff for you.
So,
Bobby, are you interested in the cherub? You don't have to be.
And then if Bobby isn't, then I guess we could say, Glowy, are you interested in it? Since
Yes,
she did. She said yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Glowy, but thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Bobby, ladies. You're both getting your thing.
I was also going to say, though, too, if you want to come to the estate sale, you'll be able to meet Michael and Richard.
There's a huge selling point. Ooh.
I mean, for some people it would be. I wish that I could come. I can't come this weekend, but I wish that I could come because he's got a lot of amazing things. Okay.
There it is.
My first item, I'm going to start at, I got to type this in.
That's right. And you can meet Stephanie too.
That's right.
Yes.
Bid start at, sorry, I didn't get this typed in. Copy. Bids are going to start at $20. Now, you're going to get both. Oh my gosh, Misty. Don't pay any attention to what I just put in. There. That's better. Now, you're going to get both of these mugs. All right. The first one is our D-handle Fire King. It is marked Fire King on the bottom. Normal wear and tear, surface wear, yada, yada, yada. It does have a little bit of a sliver of a boober right there. It isn't sharp, so you could still drink out of it if you wanted to, but you could obviously use it as a little planter, or, if you've got a jadeite collection, you got to have them all. You're like, you see a piece of jadeite and you buy them all. So the jadeite D handle mug, you'll get that. And you're going to get a very hard to find Fire King Harlequin. This is the Harlequin mug. They came in multiple different colors. This mug alone, just by itself, just this mug sells for $25, $30 on eBay.
This is for both, correct?
You get them both. The jadeite has a little sliver in the rim, but if you wanted to display with them too, you could stack them up. You could put little plants in your windowsill, but this one is in perfect condition. It is marked Anchor Hawking Fire Key. Oh my goodness gracious. Hang on. Let me turn this off since I have this remote here. There you go. Anchor Hawking on the bottom. And it is number 9. Number 9. Harlequin is the name of the pattern. So you'll get both mugs. Both in this lot. Yeah, it's a great pattern. And like I said, just the one mug, believe it or not, it's a pretty desirable pattern right now. Sells for over $25 on eBay. So $20 for them both is where I am starting them right now. If there isn't any interest in them, that is okay. I wanted to bring them here first.
You
give you
gotta
guys.
live your mid-century dreams with
I'm just
those.
saying. I'm just saying. I wanted to bring them here to you first, but I will be listing these later on. Not Harley Quinn, Harlequin. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Harlequin.
Harlequin.
Quinn. That's just the pattern.
Harlequin. Okay.
Harlequin.
There's also something I have to tell you all. Y'all know I typically give you measurements. I love an exact measurement.
Hi, Terry.
Y'all know how it is in a movie.
Just hold it up to your head. That's what a lot of people do.
I had two. On. I was telling Misty that I've cleared out so much. There ain't a whole lot of space left. I don't know where it would be hiding, but it ain't here. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. This is going to be a quick claim choice. Both are Northwood. We all know that I love some Opalescent. If you love Opalescent, I am bringing you two pieces of not this, but in my opinion, the king of Opalescent glass in today's sale.
Ooh.
So this is going to be a quick claim choice. There are no condition issues on either. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First up, we've got our beautiful Northwood. This is, oh my gosh, Seaside. No, I'm making that up. No, it is Stick and Seaside. This is to mimic actually like a conch shell, which you can see.
Oh, yeah. I was a nest.
But yeah. It gives a little bit of that Jack and Pulpit kind of feel. But this is to mimic a conch shell. And it is propped up by 3 branches. And then we have down on the bottom kind of almost like a clamshell or wave kind of effect to it. Right? Again, there are no chips, there are no cracks. It's approximately that big.
That's beautiful.
Right? Or we've got another Northwood piece. Again, clear and white opalescent. It is one of my favorites. It's classic. It is year-round in regards to your decor. Okay. I got a sticker residue on there, beg pardon. So gorgeous little ripple to it. Again, it is a pressed glass. These are Northwood patterns. There is on the, oh my gosh, Stick and Seaside, there is the faintest of a uranium green glow in there. It's not like you're going to stick it into your uranium collection and it's going to glow like gods. They just put enough in there to help keep the glass clear. This one does not have it. So you can choose either the shell, if anybody is interested, the shell or the bowl. Again, no chips or cracks on either. They're $18 choice. Look at that, $18 choice. Just put in the number 25 if you would be interested in either.
You know, sea glass would look so pretty in that stick and.
Oh, you better stop. Or seashells.
Yeah, that would be really
even
neat.
This one though too.
Yeah.
Miss Joanne. Well, you got the 25 in, girl. You got the 25 in. So would you like shell?
Donald, hi bud.
Hey, Donnie. Or would you like the bowl? Donnie girl, Donnie man. Hey girl. Sorry.
It's been a stressful week. All right, so Joanne wants the shell.
The shell. You got
and then Donald, you're next. Are you interested in the other one? And if you aren't Donald, that's okay. L. Carver is next.
Oh.
L. Carver is out. So after Donnie would be
L. Carver says, I don't want it. You wanted the shell. Okay. So we do still have then the bowl that is available for 18. If anybody was interested in the bowl at 18, again, just put in the number 25. Otherwise, thank you everyone. I do appreciate it. Congratulations, Joanne.
All right, I've got a couple pieces of ephemera that I think are just fun. They're little cookbooks from the 50s, but this one is fun. Look, it's Chiquita Banana's recipe book. Look how fun that is. It's good old Chiquita Banana. And it's the same on both sides. So she's just an anthropomorphic banana. All kinds of things that you can do with bananas. So the graphics in here are incredible. Hang on, let me erase the price. I grabbed this at the last minute to add to this other one. So luckily they just wrote it in pencil. If the bananas you buy in the store have green tips like this or all yellow like this, let them ripen at home like this. Put them in a bowl at comfortable room temperature until they have brown flecks like that. See, I don't like them. I like mine firm. I don't like them half ripened or gross, smushy. But look at all these anthropomorphic Chiquita banana. So that has a lot of fun graphics in it. And recipes. You can make a baked banana. Ham banana roll. Some of the, the way that they made things in the 50s were interesting. Their food combinations were a little broiled bananas.
That was diplomatic.
Pan-fried bananas. French toast with sliced bananas. Banana scallops. There are a couple pages that are loose in here. They always loved their pears. They'd always put little things with their pears and cottage cheese and that. So all the that banana ambrosia, that looks pretty good. And Jell-O. They loved their Jell-O in the 50s. So I also wanted to point out, in this one, I thought this was pretty funny. It tells you how to ripe your bananas, how to flute you need to know how to flute your bananas, folks. But then it says that keep that slender figure. Bananas are nourishing and satisfying and low fat content. But then it said old folks need bananas too. Old folks find fully ripe bananas a pleasant, satisfying treat because they're a bland food and easy to chew. So you're going to get this one.
That was nice of them.
Nice. And then you're going to get this one. This one was put out by Crisco in 1959. It's spiral, and this one has great graphics and things in it too. But this is Praise for the Cook by Crisco. It's so funny to me that Crisco can still looks like that today. They're like, we're keeping it the same. We're keeping it the same. So this Crisco cookbook is fully intact. There's actually some other little booklets on the inside. But you got your appetizers, main courses. Look, she's got a Crisco up there. Look, she got a little girl down there. So the graphics are really, really fun in this one. And every page is fully in color. Dinner in a Hurry. And then we've got hamburgers and how. Oh, I should give you the starting price. I'm gonna start these at $15, and you get both. You get the banana and the Crisco book, and hamburgers and how. So all about hamburgers. And then there's a Jack Frost sugar for every purpose. So here's a little Jack Frost sugar booklet. These are all from the 1950s. But again, great, fun little illustrations in these. And then you get this handwritten recipe for a nut roll. Sounds delicious. Yeah, so handwritten recipe on front and back for a nut roll. But look, feeding the crowd. She's kind of giving me 1950s Barbie a little bit, but there isn't any writing in this book, but you do get those other little inserts in there as well. And you even get this you can obtain additional copies for 35 cents. Not anymore. But back in that time, you could. So you're going to get the Crisco Praise for the Cook, the other two little cookbooks, and our Chiquita recipe book. These are a lot of fun, though, too, if you've got like a vintage planter or a bowl. You can have all these colorful cookbooks kind of leaned up in those to use them as part of your display. And then you can just go ahead and cook the recipes that are in them as well. So, all right. We are going to move on. There's no interest in our cookbooks.
Okay. Let's do this.
I've had the nut rolls that you can buy at the store. Like they're like a candy bar, but I don't know. This is like almost like a pumpkin roll. I'll have to look at this recipe.
American. I did see your comment. They are. They're French. They're true French armalou from the company Armalou. And it is French uranium etched
These are pretty.
glass. From what we can tell, they would be mantle vases. I just thought they were really cool for candles. I do still have those available. If you want, you can email me, thecultofvintage@yahoo.com. I was asking 125 each on those.
What was that for, Michael?
They were about yay big, probably about 13, 14 inches tall, cylindrical. It was a green uranium glass, cylinder shape, and then it had etched flowers.
Oh yeah.
The gold ormolu like around the top and the base. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
You are welcome, American. Okay. So just gonna have to bear with me because I'm not 100% sure where they are. No, I think I know. I don't know. Anyhow, I've got some tin for you. Now, Misty loves a globe bank. I've got this is I thought it was J10. Yes, it is. It is a J10. Okay. It does still have its original metal stopper on there. Okay. Yeah, Donnie, I'll send you pictures. Sure. There they are. J10 with the original. It is, and I do have some other pieces that are coming up in today's sale. It says day by day, a penny a meal. It is the J10. Look at the graphics. The tin lithograph, church bank. Okay, your slots up here on the side. It is in fantastic condition. There is a few scratches in this side. They're not deep gouges. You can see a little bit there on the roof, but otherwise, look at that. I'm going to start it off at 18 if anybody is interested. 18 for the J. Chen Church Bank. So, we've got the saying here, day by day, a penny a meal. We have other sayings here on the side.
It would be cute with globes, with a globe collection.
God loveth a cheerful giver. God loveth, oh boy, a cheerful giver. And the last, but definitely not least, out of love to our Savior, right? So it's just absolutely darling, especially so we've got the organ church.
Oh, yes.
But you can. So Misty collects the globes. They do have a variety of the tin lithograph churches, banks. We've got the music organs. So they do have quite a few different architectural designs. And it's really nice to see all the kind of different heights. There's even colors. Darker colorways, which are pretty fabulous. So this is your local community. We're getting into the cathedral kind of style here to it. So they're a really cute, fun display.
Yeah.
So again, we started off at 18. Again, J-Chen with stopper, metal stopper. Okay, KB is in at 18. Thank you, lady. Again, it's in great condition. There are some very minor scratches to it. There's a few, you see them in there, but the colors on there are really good, y'all. All right, let's do the countdown. Thank you, KB. Appreciate
you. You got to save your money for the groceries. You can put them in that bank for your meals.
So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Sure, roof. This is completed. It's not missing anything, by the way.
Hi, Lynn.
Ciao, Lynn.
And there's the bid end.
Thanks, Mr. Angela. KB, congratulations and thank you. It's coming to you, lady.
All right. My next item is this gorgeous terry cloth tablecloth. It is in pristine condition. There are no holes. There are no stains. It's freshly laundered. It's clean. It is 68 inches long and 50 inches wide. So it's pretty long. It's bigger than your card table size, but I have an 8-foot No, I have a 6-foot table, and it fit pretty well on it. But I'm going to show it to you. It's terry cloth, so it's like a towel. See, it's that terry cloth. Or if you wanted to use it as a towel, if you needed a huge towel, there you go. But it is so fun for a porch or your table, or if you're camping. It washes up really nice because it's terry cloth, so you could throw it in the wash with your towels and all of that. And like I said, there are no stains. So it has this pattern that goes all the way around, and then we have the outline just like a white background. I'm going to start it at $18 if there's any interest in it. I mean, I suppose if you could probably even put it on a bed, like if you have a twin size bed, but it is 68 inches long and 50 inches wide. I'll try to stand up, but it's basically this pattern all the way through. But oh my gosh, if I had a vintage camper, this would definitely be out when I'm camping in the summertime. And like I said, you could just throw it in with your towels in the wash because it is terry cloth. And let me show you the back of it so you can see the back. I know, isn't it cool, Trina? There's the back of it. So it's very much like a towel. Or I tell you what, you could even use it for if you're taking it to the beach. This could be a great blanket that you keep in your car for like a picnic or for a beach blanket, because it's 68 inches long. So it's quite long. It would be a great beach blanket picnic blanket if you like. And again, throw it in your washing machine with your towels. Yeah, I think, Lynn, that it would fit perfect on a tablecloth. It's like the perfect size for a tablecloth. All right, Vanessa, thank you so much for your bid is in at 18. Let's go ahead and we're going to count it down. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid, and Lynn jumped in at 19. Whoops. There we go. Lynn jumped in at 19. Vanessa jumped in at 20. Liz H. Hi, Liz. Had a bid of 20. There is the bid in. So Vanessa at $21. It's coming to you. Liz, your 22 came right after the bid in. So Vanessa J., it's coming to you for $21. Thank you so very much.
I'm feeling wild and crazy. I remembered where they were, so I will throw them up now. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
You only live once.
We'll try it again. I'm going to do a choice. Both are in very good condition. Okay, but here they are. Ooh. This is one. They are incredibly similar, and I love the fact that we've got the laurel wreaths up here. This one on the base has got the smooth finish. Now, this one is marked with its Empire wear. Again, French Armalou. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Those are beautiful, Michael.
You see the etching down here at the bottom. And then you've got a very simple floral band running around the top. Okay. The top is my favorite, though. Yeah. I love that. Now, this is uranium rich. So these bad boys light up like nobody's business.
Dang. Okay.
So they are super uranium. We do have another one. Again, this is smooth base. See around here? There is some pitting. Okay, there is some pitting here. These are attached.
Chateau core, right.
Well, I shouldn't.
Oh.
This one, maybe. I don't know. I get nervous.
Then you'll be able to get back on.
Well, yeah. It's, and I don't want to damage the glass. This top is on. It might come off. I don't know. I've always been scared to try to remove it. On the other one, the base has got like a pebbled effect. Do you see the difference between the two? I'm like all up in the camera's business today.
Well, it's a good close view.
Now, the pattern and the laurel wreaths, the glass, it's all identical. The difference are the bases, smooth, pebbled. One of them has a lift. Yeah, the hammer or the pebbled, it does have a ding, so it is not completely flush. The pebbled base, you can remove both pieces very easily. Okay, so both pieces come off. There are no flea bites on the
Wow.
rim of this either. Okay, again, super uranium. I will do it if anybody is interested. We'll see. You don't have to email me American, but it's totally up to you. I do have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You can do smooth or pebbled, 125 for choice, if anybody is interested.
Is that starting the bids?
Yes.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
was okay. Yeah, those are gorgeous, Michael.
Again, we have the smooth base on this particular one. You can kind of lift this out, but it doesn't come out completely. The top to this bad boy is on it. I am terrified to remove it. Okay. The pebbled one, again, it does have like a wave to it. You just put that to the back. That one does come off, no problem. Thank you, Chloe, for your bid. And the laurel wreath does come off. All right.
Pretty clean and dust.
I just absolutely stunning. Yeah.
Yes, Donnie, this is what he was talking about earlier, these vases.
So again, they're about 13 inches tall. Again, I apologize. I don't have my anything to measure. I'm just trying to remember.
I mean, I'm just seeing like white roses in them.
Yeah. Candle. So just put a candle in them.
Yeah, battery operated.
Sincerely, candle. One of the luminaires. You get the put it on the the rain is here. Put it on, what do you call it? The timer, or if you have the remote like I do, which is absolutely fabulous. Yeah. That way you don't have to be getting them in or out. Okay. Glass, excellent condition. Again, they are French Armalou green uranium with the etching. Excellent condition. Thank you, Chloe. I'm going to do the countdown. So here we go. Smooth or pebbled? Smooth or pebbled? So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end.
American Totters in at 126. Don't forget about the just in cases.
These are fabulous. No joke.
Donnie's
oh.
Chloe has a just in case of 151, and there is the bid end.
There it is. Thank you, Miss Greenheart. Bid end, Miss Karen Gillette. Chloe, 127, lady. Do you want smooth? Do you want the pebbled? Or do you want both?
Both.
Just to say both.
She said both.
Girl, they are coming to. I know, Chloe. I got her today.
Chloe, you better be careful. That's awesome. I'm telling you what, though, those are gorgeous, though, Michael. That's the thing. You can't just go in anywhere and find those. No. And honestly, that 126 is an amazing price.
Oh, absolutely. And I feel really good about it. We've had them. I was pulling stuff out, and I was like, well, maybe we should keep them. But you know what? That was just a sign. Trust me, even though we're giving up some absolutely beautiful things, we still have a lot of beautiful things. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Chloe. I'll make sure to pack them good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got a vase. This is my last swung vase. I held on to this one for a little while, but this is the last one. I just like this one because it's simple. It's Ellie Smith. It's a Amberina paneled swung vase. And it does glow. Let me turn this off. I mean, it doesn't glow like the vase that Michael just sold glow. Where's my light? There it is. But it's Amberina, so we've got that glow at the bottom and at the tip of the stone. Oh. I don't know why I like this one. I think I liked it just because it's not huge. It's simple. you could still just put it in anything, and it still kind of went with everything. So I am going to start. It's Ellie Smith. I'm going to start it at $65. If there's any interest in it, it is 17 inches tall. No chips or flaws on it at all. Hi, Emmeline. Oh, Emmeline, it's so good seeing you here.
That's a good price in this market anymore.
I know.
Mhm.
But again, you never know in this market. Because you never know. But thank you so much, Donnie. And Emmeline, guys, listen, Emmeline she's a full-time caregiver of her son, Adam. So hi, Adam, if you're watching, or if you're listening, Adam, then he has been in the hospital, and it was touch and go. And so we're so thrilled to see her here. She's bored out of her mind. I know she sacrificed a lot of time. So everybody say hello to Emmeline, and we've missed seeing her around. So glad it has been a week for Emmeline. It has been, but I talked to Emmeline earlier this morning, and Adam said, "Your boy is back," because it was not looking good. It wasn't, but he's back. The Power Ranger is in full effect. So it's so good to see you here, Emmeline. Okay, we love you too. All right, Mr. Strickland is in at 70. So let's go ahead and let's count this beautiful vase down. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Emmeline's jonesing to have a sale on Friday too, so be on the lookout if we want to hang out Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, over on Vamp. Donnie put in a just in case of 80. You didn't need it, Donnie. $70. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, and that is going to be coming to you. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
I don't know which piece I want to do next. I feel like I need to do something wowy to follow that up. And I feel like both of these are wowy. I don't know. What do you think, you guys? Is anybody interested in the Sabino?
Sabino boobies.
Ow, it's the Venus Sabino. Okay, we do have her. Or should we do, are you ready for it? I can't say this. It's ceramic sheesh. I have the Pierre Gourmand lollipop. Look at
that. Is amazing. I don't like clowns, but I like that because it's kind of creepy.
Oh, what should we do?
Lady, Stephanie says, Sabubinos.
Sabubino? Okay, we'll do the Sabino. We'll do the Sabino. We're going to follow glass with glass, okay? So this is flawless.
I will go get one. Donnie, which one do you want? The pink one or the amber one? I'll go get them if you are interested in them. So just let me know in the chat.
You guys isn't she, listen.
That is amazing, Michael.
The king of opalescent glass. This is true French opalescent glass. Okay. Do you see how, and there's no light trick. This is just, I'm so glad it's displaying as well as it is all you need to do with this piece is stick it in a natural light source and she glows. This is ethereal. Okay. Yeah. Now, this one is signed Sabino. This is Paris, meaning this was made specifically for the French market. Okay. You see France, it was made for international market. You see Paris, that means it was made exclusively for the French market. Obviously, things were imported and traded around. There are no chips, there are no cracks, there are no flea bites. She is in excellent condition. Okay. I am going to start her off at 125. If anybody is interested.
Guys, this is serious stuff.
And I do have another piece that's coming it's a really good piece. The figural pieces obviously are like the most prized in the Sabino collecting market. If you're not familiar, this one also has the mold. by the way, Sabino glass. Occasionally that will show up. It doesn't show up on all of the pieces, but you always want to look for that signature on the bottom. Okay. If you're not, again, familiar with the Sabino glass, the way that they achieved this is arsenic. There's arsenic in this.
Oh, Tina.
That is how you're achieving. Look at that. That glow. And then she's got like the almost like a lavender effect to it. It is just a beautiful, beautiful piece. Again, no chips, no cracks. It is the Sabino Venus. She is obviously in a side pose or Godiva, right? Look at that hair. The hair just runs the entire length of the piece.
And if you've ever felt Sabino glass, it's a treat. It's like it's like silk glass.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people will say it feels like soap because it doesn't feel like regular glass.
Yeah.
It does not feel like regular glass. It is approximately 1, 2, 3. It's approximately 6 inches-ish. 6 inches-ish on that one. So she does have the Sabino Paris mold mark on her back not thigh. What is this? Calf. But she is signed.
She's gorgeous.
Am I even in frame? Y'all, it's upside down. There we go. Sabino Paris. Okay. Gorgeous. Well, thank you, UPIAO. Appreciate you. Approximately 6 inches. She is flawless. Okay. Let's do the countdown. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Look at that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. 1920s on this piece. So she is an antique, more than likely an antique.
Which is crazy to think about. You think about things now that are like, even like we're approaching like things from the 1930s.
Thank you, Miss Karen, for your bid end. Yippee! I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much, Miss Eclectic. Lady at 154. Congratulations and thank you so much. Wait till you get her in real life.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you. It's great. Thank you so much.
It is. I have one piece of Sabino that was gifted to me from my mom. And I love it, and I'll cherish it forever. Okay, so these, Donnie requested the fairy lights that I got. Now, Donnie, the amber, I'm not prepared to sell these today, so I do need to clean this amber one. So, and I will get the candle out. So just trust to know that I will clean them before I ship them to you. But these are going to be choice. So we've got an Indiana tiara glass amber fairy lamp, a little pedestal fairy lamp. Don't put the candle in. I will get this candle out. I will get it out before I ship it to you. But if you're going to use candles, like actual candles, you can get these at Dollar Tree and they go in there just fine. And then you don't have the mess of cleaning up the wax, and you can buy little replacement votives to put in there. So there's no chips or flaws on it. It's just dirty. It's dirty. and I'll show you the other one too, but I'm gonna start them at $16. So that is the amber, and then we've got this beautiful satin glass. This is also, it might also be Indiana glass. It could also be Homeco, but it's not. It doesn't have any markings on it, but it is also free of flaws. Somebody had commented on my video where I found this, and I've seen this like years before, and it just popped into my brain again, that you can use this one as a tissue holder. So you can buy your little pop out tissues, like in the little square box, take them out. You're probably going to have to do a half of them, put them in here, and then pull the next one through the lid. So you've got like a little bougie tissue thing. So I thought that was a really good idea too.
That's very clever.
Yeah, I'd seen that years ago back in when fairy lamps were, all the rage. But and I always thought that was a good idea. I never really tried it myself, but it's something that you could do. So choice between the two. I put them on my little thing. You probably could do body powder in here as well. You're just not going to want to do anything that's going to evaporate. If you want to make it a big hair receiver, you could do that too. It's like a big hair receiver. All right, so here is a choice between the two, the amber and the blush. It's a blush pink. All right, Donnie's in at 16. Let's go ahead and let's count them down. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I know I've said this for years. The amber fairy lights to me give off the like coziest vibe when you have an actual flicker of a candle in there. That's just me. All right, Mr. Strickland, you get choice. So do you want the amber or the pink, or would you like them both? I will clean them up because, well, the pink one's not dirty, but that amber one's, she wants them both. You know how Amber is. She's a dirty girl. So I will take her home with me tonight and get her cleaned up for you tomorrow. But thank you so much, Donnie. They're both coming to you.
And she's not one to share the stage either, Amber.
She likes the stage all to herself. Herself.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. This is complete, boys and girls. It is complete. This is Marx Toys.
Marx Toys.
Marx Toys.
MARX.
With the X.
Yeah.
This
not
is
my Mark.
Not Misty's Mark.
His toys. He'd be mad.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
it. Donnie says, I don't mind dirty girls.
This is part of the honey. It's literally called the honeymoon series. Look at.
Oh my goodness!
It's tiny. Oh. It is this tin lithograph little room. They did, I don't know how many different rooms they did. I know of at least 6 that they did. And the tin rooms then you could stack on top of one another to kind of create your own little tin house. But it again is part of the Marx Toys with the X, the honeymoon series. Okay.
I think that was a bed. Is that a bed?
This is their dining room.
Oh.
It's their little dining room. So I'll show you all the little pieces. I'm going to dump out the pieces so you can look at the room a little bit better, okay? I am going to start it at $35. This room is complete, okay? So there's nothing on the backs or sides.
Michael, I'll be right back.
Okay, then. Nothing on the backs or sides. But then we've got the print. Look at, there's a staircase over here. You got the mantle with the vase, the curtains, another window over here. We've got the carpet down there. Okay. Look at the windows are cut out too, so you get the light behind it. The room itself is in really good condition. Now what we have here is a little china hutch. China hutch does have some pitting on it. Okay. But look at the little tiny china hutch. Thank you, Bobby. Maybe. Boom. There's your china hutch, and it is printed on all sides. Can you see the little dishes in there? Okay, so that is one piece. You've got the little buffet or sideboard here. Oh, no, wait, is this the radio? It's like a sideboard radio. I don't know what one would have called it, but do you see the dials in there? But it's much larger. Do you remember those back in the 70s? You know what I'm talking about? It was like a console table almost. And you would lift the center, and that's where your record player and 8-track and radio would be, and then it had speakers on the side. That's what this reminds me of.
I remember.
Okay.
And it had the 8-track, and you'd have that you push down real hard.
So you can set the room up, of course, however you want to, but we do have a grandfather clock. That is there. Then you have your dining room table.
And they're all metal.
These are all metal, yeah. All metal, tin lithograph. And then we have 2 chairs.
It would, Melly, with your little frozen Charlottes and stuff. That would be so cute.
I did have a frozen Charlotte in here, yeah.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Or even dollhouse dolls.
Yeah. Well, this is a really cool series to collect, though, too, if you love the tinies. Let me get this in here.
In the 90s, we had an old couch that had an 8-track player built into it. On the couch.
But you get to play around with the furniture however you want to. But there it is. Marx Toys, it again is called the Honeymoon series. You stack your rooms up however you want to, or just have one.
1930s, would you say, Michael?
I think it was 40s.
1940s.
I'm pretty sure this one was 40s. All right, Miss Baba Earp is in it at 35. I can see you through the window. All right, let's do the countdown. So
Hi,
again,
Joan.
it is small. Hey, lady. So where am I at? 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great bed.
I have my childhood dollhouse in my attic, Better Homes and Gardens. I need to get it down. I could just bring it to the shop. That's what I'm going to do. Because I don't have anywhere to play with it when I'm here.
Thank you, Miss Karen Gillette. Miss Baba Earp, lady at 35. It is coming to you. Bobby made me do shots this weekend, y'all. She did.
Bobby
made me. What was it? What did we have? Jameson.
Oh.
Look, and I don't like the liquor, and I did 2 of those.
Sometimes when you're stressed, liquor helps.
No problem. There was no. I got it down just because I am that person. I'll be like, nope, yeah. Not with the Jameson.
I'm a Jägermeister girl. I love to do a shot of Jägermeister. But I don't drink. I don't hardly ever drink. But lately, I've been like Mark and I, like we went to a cute little restaurant. I'm like, I'm going to get a nice little drink every once in a while. So
we did. It was a good time.
Yeah. Oops. Gosh darn it. It's not letting me. Hang on.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. My next item. Now, I know that these are California pottery pieces, but I couldn't find exactly, and I don't know for sure that they are a Robert Simmons piece. They look very similar, but the pieces that I have found that were legit Robert Simmons, not Richard Simmons, but Robert Simmons pieces were a little bit different. Like the spots were a little different on them. So they're definitely California pottery, but I don't know if they are the Robert Simmons Miss Innocent. And they're a little deer. So they are a mama deer and a baby deer. Oh dear. Now the ones that I had seen online that were for sure the Robert Simmons, the spots were brown. And so she's got white spots on her. She doesn't have any markings on her wait a minute. She does too. Is that a mark? Hang on. Let me get my eyeball out. I can't tell if that's that one's not. That one doesn't have marking. It's kind of like it looks like there might be some sort of etching on the bottom, but I can't make it out. So you can kind of see it like right there. So I don't know for sure, but there's no chips or flaws on the big. She looks like meh. She's over it. She's ready for a drink. So you get the big one, and then you get the little BB. The little BB though. Okay, so I am going to start them. You're going to get the set at $15. These I think would be really, really cute if you had them in a cloche. You could have some peat moss in there and have the little deers underneath a cloche. Might be a cute little vignette. The little baby deer too also has sweet little spots on it, but they don't have any markings. Now the little deer that was an old 15 focus on that 15-cent stamp from from not the dollar store, but from the dime store back in the day. And honestly, I bought these at 2 different places. So they didn't originally come together, but I think that they were made to be together. You can see they're definitely different. This one's definitely California pottery. This one might be a Japanese import, but they definitely belong together. And that is not a chip. I was like, is that a chip? They were trying to paint like a little hoof. That's not a chip right there. So, all right. So this is for the pair. And thank you guys all so much for your bids. Let's go ahead and count them down. Thank you, Diane. I thought they were really pretty cute too. All right, let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Nobody was feeling any pain, Michael?
No, nobody. No. Mom even did a shot of tequila.
That's the thing. I mean, if you don't partake very often and you do partake, man, when you're old, you feel it.
I didn't feel it at all. I really didn't.
You're not as old as we are, Michael.
I had 2 shots of that, whatever it was, a shot and a half of Fireball. I was fine.
You had a Fireball too? Dun, 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 dun.
Why not?
Thank you, Yippee! They're coming. The set is coming to you for $25. Thank you so much. Yeah, it sounded like a good time. I saw the pictures. I was like, I want to be there.
I don't traditionally drink. I mean, well, I just put it out to me. Wine is alcoholic, but I don't even wine. I don't traditionally. I think the last time I had any was in December. Yeah, for Christmas. Any old how. And Stephanie got me. See, Bobby was trying to get us drunk, but then Stephanie got me this white Chardonnay. Oh my word!
Stephanie, Bobby's trying to get you drunk, and Stephanie's like, "Here's a cookie. Have another cookie. It'll be fine. You'll soak it up the alcohol." Vacuuming.
All right, y'all. So I love this piece. This is a beautiful display piece. So I don't have any jewelry for today, but a lot of times it's kind of like, oh my God, literally, that's what I'm holding. Spooky. So what I do have now, this is a pot metal, okay? And it was painted, enameled, I should say. And it was enameled. You can see the metal coming through here. It was enameled to look like it was cast bronze. It is not actual bronze. So we've got a beautiful figural piece here. We do have a bust. And she comes down and look at that.
Wow.
Oh, not gorgeous. So obviously you are seeing flaking to the enameling. Okay. Is that not gorgeous? You see again.
I don't mind that flake. I think it makes
I don't either.
Yeah.
I agree. So what this actually is, it is an inkwell. So you can see we've got like the stack here, and there's books on it. And what we do, bloop.
Oh, how neat.
Now there's no glass insert. Okay, it's just the metal in here, but it is in fact, or was, an inkwell. I mean, shoot, turn it back into an inkwell. Who am I? What I think is really good, display your vintage or antique jewelry on, which is really cool. I'm going to start her off at 30 if anybody is interested. Okay, we'll start her off at 30. As Misty pointed out, I don't mind the wear either. I kind of really like it. It adds, again, it's personal aesthetics there. I like it. I think it adds aesthetic value to it.
I think it would be neat.
No, she's wearing a laurel crown. You see?
I think it would be neat too to have, again, a candle on one side and like a clear jar candle on one side, and you've got your jewelry, your pearls. She's pretty.
I love all of the detailing on the tray itself. I just had some jewelry on it just to add a little bit of sparkle to it, but it is, like I said, it is in fact an inkwell. So you can do that if you want
Or
to.
your crystals. A lot of people they'll collect the crystals from old light
Oh, I
fixtures.
like
That
that.
would be pretty, especially with the light refracting on it. Emmeline is in at 30.
Thank you, Emmeline. Actually, that would be really like if you do like the geodes, the amethyst,
Mhm.
like your
It's like she's the guardian of
jewels
your
and stuff.
jewels.
Yeah.
And then you can put your pills in there.
Or you could definitely put your little something, your special something
Yeah.
in there.
Hi, Ruthie.
Here we go. Well, thank you, Miss Emmeline. Again, it is a pot metal. So it's like whatever it is that they had lying around the shop that
Mhm.
was poured into a mold, and then
Hi,
they
Stephanie.
enameled it to look like it was cast bronze.
Hi.
It is not. And I mean, again, you can see the base metal underneath there. Okay. All right, I'm going to do the countdown. Thank you, Miss Emmeline. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid and.
Yeah, Emmeline's got a birthday coming up next week. A big one.
Well,
I
happy
won't say
birthday
what
to
one,
you.
but it's a big one.
There's our bid and thank you, Miss Karen Gillette, Miss Emmeline Darlene, lady. Congratulations and thank you. At 30, she is coming to you. Thank you. She's
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah. Next Friday is, oh, Emelina, you should have a sale next Friday night for your birthday. Have a party. We can all have a party together. All right. So pardon me. I'm fixing my shirt underneath these overalls. All right. These are going to be a choice. Now I bought them. One of them is a crocheted piece by Daphne from Riverside, and the other one, there is another vendor over at Southern Roots where my antique mall is, where my antique booth is, and she also does crochet. So it's going to be choice between the two, but man, I love them. Okay, so I'm going to start them at $20 choice. I'll show you the first one first. This is daisies, and it's in this little jar, and these are all crocheted daisies. So there is some like little extra greenery in here, and then this cute little daisy fabric around. You can see the daisy down here around the bottom, but I'll pull them out. So if you wanted to put them in a different vessel, you could. But see, the daisies, they're all, even the leaves, there's armatures in the leaves. So you can, style them the way that you want. You can bend this armature. So, and then the floral stems are wrapped. So you get, I didn't even take this apart. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 daisies. Daisy. And then just tucked inside are these little bits of greenery just to add a little something, something. And then you can, you've got your little armatures that you can, in the leaves that you can make a little certain way. So I bought one for myself too. And it's so, I should take a picture of it and put it online, but it's so cute. I have it up on a shelf. It's just something really interesting. So that's choice number 1.
I think that's quite fabulous.
Really cute. Choice number 2, these Daphne made these, and I have it in a vintage ball jar, and I just put a little tool. That's what I have. But these are crocheted tulips, also with an armature or a little, wire in the leaves. So you'll get 4. I got one of every color. So we've got this peach one, and you can like pop somebody in the head with them too. But see, the stems are completely wrapped. So you get the peach, the white, the pink, and the yellow. Yeah, they're all crocheted. Even the leaves are crocheted. And then she's got a little wire, little armature in it. Now you can put it in it, but you will get the ball jar too. Let me show you the ball jar. It's an older ball jar. I should have looked to see what year this came from. You can look at there is a chart online where you can see the way that this bee is. You can tell when it was manufactured. We do have a little air bubble in right there though too, which I think is pretty neat. So choice between the 2 crocheted floral arrangements. I just thought that they're just happy and fun. So I just was really drawn to them. All right. Minx, I am too. I can crochet a scarf and a blanket and a hat, but not very good. But, I can, but I
Do you
can't
know
do
what I
it.
can crochet?
I can crochet. I can't do this. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start counting them down. This is for choice. 29. Yeah. I made a cone hat. Here in a second, I will go get the hat that I made and I'll show you what I made. 20, 19, 18. Hi, Nikki. 16. Wait, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So I think this is really this is so cute. And it's just something that somebody has made. I don't know. I love them. I saw that Daphne had these the other day when I was in there. That vlog's coming out. I don't know when soon. I have to edit it still, but I love them. All right. So Nikki has she has a bid of 21. Karen came in with a just in case of 30. So 22, Karen, thank you so much. Karen wants the daisies at 22. So Nikki, were you interested in the tulips at 21? Just let me know. And Nikki, I should have sent you a message. I have that vase that you wanted too. So I didn't, I just figured I'd wait till after the sales are over if you're still interested in it. But okay. So Nikki, the tulips are coming to you. Thank you so very much. Oh gosh, darn it, my mouse. I think I need to get a new battery for my mouse.
Okay. So you might have seen these kind of floating around, especially on Instagram. They are the Booknooks. If you know what the Booknook is, you know what I'm about to show you. If you're like, a Booknook, what?
You're selling this?
I'm selling my Booknook. I did. I honestly,
I put a lot of work into that.
Girl, let me tell you what, y'all.
That was a lot of work.
They make it look like you won't get this done in a day. It's a lie. It is a lie. A lie.
Lie.
A lie. And I will show you why. So I'm going to show you the exterior. Okay. So it looks like a book, right? It looks like a hardbound book. And it just says library of books here on the back. Okay. I can't tilt this over because I have stuff in it, but it is perforated here on the top. Okay, so it's the size of a large hardbound book. Okay, there's your spine. Note that there's a battery switch here for you. And we still have this on the side. So it's the same on both sides, library books. So it can be freestanding, or what they usually show you is that these are stacked in with other library books. Okay. And then this is your book nook. So I'm going to turn it around. There it is. We're going to turn on the light. Let me turn off this overhead. So this is actually, there's a sensor right down here. So you can have the light on, or you can have the sensor on. Okay, so there is your book nook. This is made by Moa.
That's so cool.
Okay, look at that. It's a library. It's a library. Now, I did make this thing. Like I said, on social media, they make this look like, oh, it's so easy. And it relatively is.
It's time consuming.
Easy, but holy moly, because it comes on these like wood sheets and you have to punch them out. And then because it's like it's thicker than a balsa wood, but then you have to they literally give you sanding paper. And I was like, why is there sanding paper? And I was like, oh my gosh, because you have to sand off all the little nubs. But then,
Cheryl, it is very Harry Potter-esque.
Yes, it does. Okay. Now, what they don't show you is how much work goes into it. I am going to, and I'm going to show you here in just a second. There are pieces they said to glue in, but I was like, well, I don't want to glue it in. So I didn't glue it in. I'm going to take out all of the pieces that are not glued in. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So there's the top. Now I can show you the top. Okay. Oh, there's something else not glued in. Nope, there's another stack of books. Okay. So now we can get, so all of this stuff, you see the desk. Look
Wow.
at, I even crinkled that paper up. Okay, I am starting this off. I'm starting it off at the cost of the model and not all of my labor.
Why?
I'm gonna just start it off at 45.
You should
Okay.
count your labor in.
So you do have, like I said, there's an on and off switch on the back. Okay. The on is, again, there's a little eye right here. So as you move past it, it lights on or it turns on. And when it's stationary, it turns itself off. That way you're not draining your battery. You can replace the batteries. Okay. So you can see all of the stacks of books. Okay. The desk, look at, there's a barrel with rolled maps in there. Y'all got to cut those rolled maps up and roll them and put them in the barrel. Okay. Oop.
Dusty Moose is going to kick herself in the butt.
But you come up here. Look at, there's a piece of dust in there.
Really?
I don't know if you can see it, but right up here, look, there's nesting dolls. There's nesting dolls right there. Little sail. Ooh, where am I at? Little sailboat, trophies, medals. There's a balcony with a
Now,
lamp.
when
Look
you
at
were
the
making this,
chandelier.
is it flat or is it like that? And you got to stick it all in. Like, is it flat and then you put it together?
So you have to put it all together in a certain sequence.
Hmm.
And then you connect, like you have to put all of these pieces on the flat. And then you have to connect the actual book.
Because I was like, were you using tweezers? Like,
they did include tweezers, but I did not glue this piece in. Okay, there's that. Now it is plain on the back. Okay, a little telescope. Look, there's a little artist easel.
oh,
I didn't glue this in.
that's Van Gogh. That's a little Van Gogh sunflower print, I think.
Then there is this little book stand. Now, note it's meant to
He made it.
be put in there like so, but again, it is unfinished on the other side. You could color it in if you wanted, but it's a little book stand. Then what you can do is you can take one of the books that, again, I did not glue. Look at this is where it gets you. There are dozens, and I do mean dozens, of books that you cut out and fold. Look, you can put that. Look at that. It's a little paper book. Can you see it? You can put it in the book stand. Then there's like all of these stacks of books.
It's full of banned books. All the books are banned.
Look at.
Wow.
These ones you just cut the covers off. And then you have to cut out all these little wood tiles.
Oh my gosh.
But don't they look like pages?
They do.
So there's those stack of books. Here's another stack of books. Again, they all have pages. I didn't glue these in because I was like, well, I kind of want to have a little bit of fun with it. Look at even more. And I mean, they are tiny. And then here's more wood tile books. This one says Eastham. But there are those.
Seems very British.
So again, you can do it however you want to. I don't know if you can, but like all of these books, those are the wood tile ones. All of these books back here on the shelf, they are all individual books. Now they are glued in, but they are all individual books. Got the vases, the paintings. Love the chandelier.
Yeah, how many hours did it take you to do this?
A lot. Honestly, it was like 3 days.
We Marco Polo'd a lot while he was making it.
That rug.
He would have his glasses on top of his head like.
Y'all know how I do. I have to be like this, all up in it. I said, girl, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I want to.
It was really neat.
But, so then you can just take, like, again, the pieces, and it's up to you however you want to do it. But give it a second. Okay, you're going to be a jerk. Got it. But then you can put, I need the light back on, please. Thank you.
There it goes.
You can put the little books and the art.
And you should put a little doll, a little frozen Charlotte in there.
You could. Like the books, you can just kind of, I can't.
Or a little
Set
gremlin.
here on the edge. However, like the little one, put it up wherever. The telescope, whether you, this is my least favorite piece, to be honest with you. But you just do it however you want, and you have little books that you can snack in there.
You can put those little miniature trolls in there. That would be fun, like those little pencil top trolls.
Do whatever you want to do.
It's a troll party.
Yeah. Who do we got? Miss Lynn, thank you, is in at 55. Appreciate it. It's all wood. It is all wood and paper and glue. But there you go. Just wait till you get it. There's a little, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, there's a little inkwell. There's a little inkwell even. All right, let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bead and I don't know. There's a fireplace back there too. I got it on Temu. I did.
Yeah.
I have 2 or 3 more of these, to be honest with you.
So he will do another one again.
Oh yeah, eventually. Lynn, thank you so much for even saying that you would be willing to spend that. I appreciate it. But girl, you're getting it
Worth that. You put a lot of work into it.
$7. Congratulations and thank you, Lynn. It's coming to you. Thank you.
You put a lot. That was a lot of work and a lot of time dedication to that.
So
this is the hat that I made. Okay. And you know what I'm going to do? It's going to be a bonus giveaway. Okay.
Ooh.
We'll do it here. I'll just do it right now before I show my next item. This is the hat that I made. If you have a pointy head, it'll fit you just fine. Hang on. Let me take out these.
If you're a cone head.
If you're a cone head. Well, I mean, it's not too cone headish, I guess. But it seemed a little cone heady at the time.
That's a great color on here.
Thanks. But I'm just going to give it away. I crocheted this. I used a loom and I'm going to give it away. All right. So the way this is going to work, you don't have to have bought something. If you're just here, I appreciate you and Michael appreciates you and I will send this to you. You won't have to pay a thing. All right. Thanks, Jay. All right. The first person, I even made this little poof ball. The first person to put in the number 3, because that's one of my favorite numbers, I will send you this hat. I know that we're close to summer, but you can use it for next winter. Nettie. All right. I'm going to write that down.
Get it, girl. Get it, get it, get it.
Hat, Givey, Nettie. All right, Nettie. Oh, look at how many people wanted my hat.
Yes.
Craziness. All right. Thank you so much. Nettie, that's going to do. I'll put my little space buns back in here in just a minute. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, okay, I have 2 pieces that I'm selling. One of these I have multiple of, and I don't need to have all of them in the land. We're not going to discuss globes because I do need all of those in the land, but I don't need this many in the land. So, wait, Fran says, no, well, let me look again because I didn't look at my phone. I looked at the freaking. Nope, I see Nettie is first. Fran, you're kind of like 5th or 6th on there, but I do see Nettie first. Maybe I'll make more hats because I just make them because it relaxes me at night. You know, it's just kind of a thing that I do. And I have actually just given them away. Like you can do random acts of, which let me say real quick, random acts. Speaking of random acts of kindness, I went into the Daily Sip today and I was ready to pay for my drink. And she said, your drink has been paid for. And I thought, who? I thought somebody sent in a gift card to the Daily Sip. No, It wasn't that. It was just a citizen of the town that came in and just decided that they were going to donate X amount of money to pay for X amount of people's caffeinated beverages. So that was kind. That was kind. So we got to pay it forward. Got to pay it forward. Okay, so this item is one of my beloveds. I have several of these, but I can't. I don't need all of them. So here we are, our little glasses wearing Cupid bank. It's a carnival prize. It is made by A.N. Brooks Corporation, merchandise mark, Chicago, Illinois. So the merchandise, okay, Michael, the merchandise mart is still, that building is still there in Chicago. It's a huge building. I want to say that it's like a fashion mall now. This says to remove money, pull cork in base. That is not a cork. So this is a smash bank. So they lied. You have to smash it. Now, if you wanted to, oh, yes. Not now. I want to. Okay, I will. I'm going to do it periodically, Jay. I need to copy and paste that while I'm thinking of it too. The link, I'll describe, or I'll say it in here in just a minute. Anyway, you can take these glasses out of the Cupid and you can repaint them. So if you wanted pink glasses, if you wanted aqua glasses, if you wanted black glasses, you can pop, they're metal, they're made out of metal. So you can see there's a little bit of wear on the glasses. You can just take those out and you could repaint them if you wanted to. See? Gosh, I can get one side out and then I can't get the other side out. Well, just trust me, you can get them out. I don't want to fiddle with it too much. Okay. He is 12 inches tall and he's in really good condition. He's in perfect condition. So, all right. I am going to start him at 35. Yeah, you can go ahead and drop it in now, Jay. Well, here, wait till this lot is over. If there's anybody interested in our Cupid friend. I love his little feet down at the bottom and his little hands. And he's naked because Cupids are supposed to be naked. Now, he doesn't have wings. So some would argue that he's not a true Cupid because he doesn't have his wings. But, I mean, he's so Cupid-esque. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, the glasses did come in a couple different colorways. But if you wanted it to be a different color, then you could definitely pop those out and you could repaint them. Got a little bit of a butt crack down there. But, like, they need to do these as carnival prizes again, in my opinion. All right. Yeah, he's got that great side eye too. I have an antique Cupid in today's sale too that's going to be coming up as well. All right. Emmeline is in at 35 and let's go ahead and let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bidded. Look at that face. He's so cute. So thank you, Emmeline, for your bids. I want to say too, there is a bid in. Thank you, Karen. And thank you, Emmeline. He is coming to you. What was it for 35? And Emmeline, hang on. You win the first giveaway. You do.
Get it, girl.
Now, while I'm showing the giveaway, I'm kind of thinking, you know what, Emmeline? I'm going to switch this out and you're going to get giveaway number 2 because I think that you need this one. Yeah, this is number 2. Number 2. I think that you need this one. I wanted to say, Jay, you can go ahead and drop that link in now if you want to, but Jay's going to put in a link where it is for the giveaway fundraiser that we're doing tonight. You can click on that link and it will give you more information if you want to donate to Better World Rescue, which is it's a non-for-profit. They do a lot of work for shelter animals, and they are Jay is a foster mom, and so she fosters a lot of dogs. And there are a lot of times their dogs are kind of hard to rehome. You know, like the pit bulls and the bigger dogs that are very hard to rehome, but still deserve a loving family life as well. So it will help go towards these dogs and cats. There are cats in the shelter as well. So if you want to, you can, the donation link is right there. Jay and I are going to have a sale today as a fundraiser for Better World Rescue. So that is the link that you can make a straight donation to. So any little bit of donation goes a long way. A long way. It really does. All right, Emmeline, you're going to get a friendship bracelet that says be kind, but you don't need that because you are already kind. You're going to get you have lots of these, but you're going to get another one. Give it to one of the girls. And Emmeline, I thought that you, and Emmeline, she kind of looks like you. I mean, in a fun way, not in a this is what you look like way. Just, she's a little bit of a ginger. She has glasses. That's all I'm saying. But it's a damn it doll. Okay. Now, Emmeline could use this damn it doll, and it says, well, let me show you her face.
Oh.
Hi, Emmeline. I'm coming to your house. Now it said, I like that they gave her a little
shady.
Give her a little mole over here too. It says, when you think you want to climb the walls or stand right up and shout, here's a little damn it doll you cannot do without. Just grab it firmly by the legs and find a place to slam it. When you whack the stuffing out, yell, damn it, damn it, damn it. So I thought that she was perfect for you, Emmeline. So she is coming to you. Thank you so very much. You sure do need that damn it doll.
There you go. Put it to good use. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and sell this piece. I've had it for a good while. We're just gonna let it go. It is an overall really good condition. There is one spot. I do want to recommend, like, if you do like this, be careful because they have reproduced this particular piece. It's actually a store display, but you always want to look for the insignia down on the bottom. Okay, the reproductions do not have this, thankfully, at least. We have one condition issue right here. Okay, there is a chip to the glaze. You can see it right there. All right, but it is that Pierre Gourmand. These are lollipops. And then they would put the lollipops in here in the circle. So then you would have suckers bursting out of the side. Okay. But it is porcelain. It is fully glazed. Cool. Okay. It is blank on the back so we could stick it flush. Right. But this is like a store counter display.
Wow.
Gourmand. And they still do make these lollipops. If you're not familiar. Again, it is a French lollipop. Now, I am going to start the store display off at 80 if anybody is interested. Okay. Like I said, the only area of condition, again, blank on the back here, is on the front. And we do have that chip to the glaze right there on the front. Okay. It's right there on the front. Isn't that fabulous? Now, these holes are not big enough for like pens. It's definitely like sucker size on that. I thought, and now I never did this, but my intention, like with your stick pins, your hat pins, those on the side, because you could get 4 or 5 in each of the holes. That would be possible, but have all of those sticking out, I thought would be quite exceptional. But there we have a Pierre Gourmand.
That is lovely.
Pierrot. The paint is excellent on it. It's a bit haunting, though, isn't it?
It is.
I love it. All right. But if we don't have any interest on that, I'm going to set it to the side. We're going to keep it moving.
I think it would be neat with, like, if you could do like some sort of like almost like a flower frog. So you could put like cool, like bright colors in it, like with like artificial flowers, probably.
Yeah, definitely synthetic on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Jilly loves her Pierrot.
Give me a kiss.
Give me a sucker.
Thank you, guys.
I loved him. I thought he was really neat. Okay. Now I'm going to do my antique Cupie. This one is, I don't have another one of his. I've sold all of the other ones that I had, and I'm going to sell this one too, because it's just time. You know, it's just time for me. Sometimes we're ready to kind of move on to other things. But this is the one that I kept because it's really in really good condition. Now, this one does have the wings. You can see on the back. And on the back of this one, it says Victory. Victory. There is a little boober there on the back. So this is the back of the body. So that's where the boober is. And you turn it around, and it's a little Rose O'Neil.
He's fabulous.
Cupid with his little Buddha belly. Now he does have a little painted heart, and the heart on his chest is raised. So it is like it's a raisin. It's a raisin on the chalk. It's embossed, I guess is be the technical word for it. But there's his sweet little face. Oh, I'm not going to start it at $80. Where's my thing? I'm going to start him at $40. He is 13 inches tall. Now, his arms are strung, and they, over time, we know how this goes. Sometimes gravity happens, and they start to sag a little bit. You know what I mean, guys, gals? But you could tighten up the armature on it if you wanted to make it not so saggy. But very, very good condition. It still has wonderful shading on it. There's just a little bit of paint loss right there on his heart, but you could touch that paint up. Pure pancake, but there's nothing there. But this is the one that I kept. And if you've seen like him in my videos, I have that old Coca-Cola refrigerator cooler thing, and I had him with my other Cupies on top. So there's a missing space for him right now. But you know me, I'll replace it with something else. I did buy, oh, you can't see, at the flea market, Shaka. See Shaka up there? From Land of the Lost. Shaka good. Shaka. I know. And he's holding a little Canadian flag. He's a proud Canadian lover too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start counting him down. Glowy is in at 40. He is chalk. He's chalk. He is chalk, but he's hollow. So he's a chalkware, but he's wait. Because he's hollow. No, he's chalk. He's chalk. Let me show you the bottom of him. He's bumpy, but no, he's chalk. But he is hollow. All right, let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid in. He even has the old man saggy butt. He's got the old man saggy butt. But yeah, I love these guys. Glowy isn't just thinking, but you didn't need it, Glowy. He is coming to you for $40. Thank you so very much. I'll get Shaka down in a minute so he can say hi to everybody. Thank you, Glowy.
I forget what he used to sound like.
Oh, you'll figure it out here in a minute.
Oh, is he? He has his voice.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to do one more piece of Sabino. Girl, I don't know.
Come on, Shaka. He says different things. Okay, well,
he really wants a high five. High five! Boom.
Shaka, good Shaka. Now he's a 90s version. He's not one from the 60s. So
it is the Sabino glass shell. All right. Now this one, unlike our Venus, this one says France. So again, remember this one was made for the international market. And again, when they say Paris, it was for domestic. Okay. There are no chips. There's no cracks. There's no flea bites to this one. Look how dense the opalescence is on this. Yet it still has that absolutely beautiful ethereal effect to it. Okay. Now, like our figural piece, this one also has the mold mark. So I don't know. You can kind of maybe see it a little bit right there. Oh, Roxanne, girl, you are super lagging. Got to let her know in the chat. Say, yeah. Roxanne, You're lagging, girl. So I am going to start the Sabino shell off at 60 if anybody is interested. Okay. Again, no chips, no cracks, no flea bites to it. Not the flea snacks. No. All right, look at. I just,
Living with the land of the lost.
again, just pop it in natural, just give it a natural light source. I mean, I guess this is artificial. So clearly the artificial light source will work for it also. Isn't that gorgeous?
It
Now
is.
you can tell this is one thing because a lot of people get confused because there is, believe it or not, there's Sabino Crystal Company in Texas did buy the Sabino molds, and you can still buy contemporary Sabino glass that they utilize the antique molds. There's two tells on it. Okay. The number one tell is that because they are antique molds, these sculpts aren't as crisp. The lines are a little bit muddled. Okay. The next thing that you want to keep, which can, it's hard, but you know how there's, you see down here, there's like a almost a yellow cast. The older Sabino, you want to look for that yellow cast. Okay. The newer ones, it's going to be very, let's see if I can point. It has more like out here. The opalescence really has more of this effect throughout it, and you don't get the depth, right? That yellow cast to the opalescence. Let's see if we can, well, no, it disappears. There we go. So you can see again that yellow. Again, that is arsenic in there, ladies and gentlemen. That is creating that for you. So look for the yellow. You got a winner with the yellow. And look for nice, clean, sharp lines. Okay. I mean, shoot, even the mold mark, I don't know if I can get it for you. Even the mold mark on this is crisp.
It's almost like it doesn't even look real. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look real.
It came down from look at this. Like here, they're just, Why, yes. Yes, I can.
It's magical, even.
You know, Melanie, and this is the thing. I mean, to each their own. If you love it, the new stuff is pretty. I mean, it definitely is. It's got its own very interesting look, but I do like it with a little bit more depth. It creates almost like a shadow within the opalescence. And if you really like, I mean, it's still expensive, truth be told.
It is.
But I just prefer the antique. I do. All right. Who we got? Miss Roxanne is in at 62. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. No chips, no cracks, no flea bites. Look at that. No flea bites. Look at that mirrored finish to it. So, like here, right? This feels like your traditional glass. But then the rest of the piece, it has this very, like, velvety feel to it.
It's like silk.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. 2019, they have made they did a green and amber also. They did green and amber, much like Lilique. Lilique also did an amethyst too, which is incredibly hard to get. But anyhow, these guys started off as doing light fixtures. So you can find light fixtures, glass shades, believe it or not, both domestic and commercial. That's how they started. All right, let's do it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end.
Tina wants to know, did they make color? Are they all Sabino at all?
They did do, there was some green, there was some amber. There's not a lot of it, but those didn't have opalescence. They would just be cast in that particular color, but they didn't do it with the opalescence.
Woohoo!
There is our seashell bid end. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. Thank you, Karen, for the bid end. Terry, I really appreciate your bid, and thank you, Joan. But Denise H, lady at 76, the Sabino shell is coming to you. Congratulations and thank you.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, so this is another piece from my own personal collection. I love the Google-eyed pieces. They're hard to find and they are pricey. So they are pricey and they are antique. This one is marked Nippon on the bottom. I'm going to start it at $20. This is antique kitsch, basically. It's antique kitsch. It is a mug. And I'll show you the bottom.
Give it to us. Give it to us.
And painted Nippon. And there she is.
Oh my word.
Yeah, I love her. And she's in excellent condition. She has 0 flaws. And it's like thin porcelain. So it's very, very thin porcelain. But look at those eyeballs. And she's got her little earring. And again, you put a little air plant. That's what I did. I just had a little plant in here, in her on the shelf. And she's antique kitsch. Basically, the definition of kitsch is in bad taste. But I don't think she's in bad taste at all. You can see the inside of her little eyeballs. She's got blue eyes. She's got her little, honestly, she might be a boy. I don't know if she's a boy or a girl, but she looks like she's got earrings in. I don't know. She could be either, but she is all hand painted, as you can see, and no chips or flaws. There was a whole tea set of these. Like they had a teapot. They had the mugs. I don't know if they had plates or not, or saucers that went with these. I don't know, but I know
they did a little doll set of this stuff also.
Yeah. It's pretty fun, and she is 2.5 inches tall. 2.5 inches tall, and you can see she's like 3D. Look at those eyeballs. Look at those eyeballs coming out of her head. So the sculpt is just fantastic. Nippon. Focus. There we go. Hand painted Nippon, which is another word for Japan. All right. We're going to go ahead and count her down. Here we go. 20. Thank you, Rachel. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Look at those eyeballs. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The little blushing on her cheeks. But I love those eyeballs. Joanne is in at 22. Sold to Stephanie for $223.
Free shipping. I bet you she'll give you free shipping.
Free shipping. All right. I'm trying to figure out what I should do. Because technically it was Stephanie, but obviously she did not mean 200. She meant 23. I think I'm just going to go with that because she did get a number in. She's put too many twos in there. So, all right. So, Rachel, see, I can't go with that because I didn't know if that was what that was. But Stephanie, I'm going to go with $23 to Stephanie. She is coming to you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
Okay.
She said, please send it to William.
Oh,
Google.
I am bringing back an ephemera pack. You are going to get everything that is here. You are getting, there's a lot, but we're going to, okay, you get everything. If you saw the preview images, you kind of saw I did a quick little collage of all of the stuff that you were getting. Now, there are several antique items in here, but a lot of it is vintage reproduction. Because if you're like me, I have a hard time. Sometimes I love the artwork of it, especially like the Victorian, Edwardian era things. But then I have a hard time being like, ooh, am I going to cut it up? Ooh, am I going to glue that down? Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm ruining it. This ephemera pack is going to give you the freedom to do whatever you want with it. Like I said, there are in fact some antique items. I am starting it off everything at $30. Okay. First thing is first. We are going to start with the Currier and Ives. Okay, it is 50 Currier and Ives plates. Okay, this is a book. This is all colored. Okay, if you're not familiar with Currier and Ives, you'll see. Let's see. I guess we'll go to this. The original one would have all been hand colored. Okay, and Currier and Ives was one of the first American companies to employ women. Each of the women would be in charge of a color, and they would then color in these plates. Okay, these obviously are not the original hand colored plates. These are reproductions. But again, if you flip through here, you will be able to kind of cut these out, use these as backdrops. I don't know what's going on here. Use these as backdrops, but not feel like
Or
you're just
frame them.
history. Or yeah, I mean, you can absolutely frame them. There's a little Nautica action. So again, you are getting, these are large poster size, suitable for framing, as the book says, but you're going to get 50. Those are all colored. Okay. Bloop, you get those. Now, these are 3 prints. These are, in fact, antique. They did come out of an antique magazine. They still have their vellum here on the back. I know it's difficult to see, but it is there. You're going to get, I thought these would be pretty cool. Look at those. They're architectural photographs. So you're going to get those 2. They're obviously in black and white. This one is pretty fabulous. Look at.
Oh, wow. I want to see these places in real life.
Wouldn't they be amazing?
Yes.
It's in a foreign language, so I can't really. Everything is in a foreign language. So those. So you get 3 pages, and here we then have, what is this? Some windows. Okay. Then what we have, these are in their original packaging. This is Old Print Factory, Gifts of Victorian Elegance, Victorian Greeting. These are in cardboard, by the way. So you've got like this die cut. It reminds me of like a privacy screen, if anything.
Oh, who does it say that artist is by? Does it say?
Oh, no.
Because it looks like Maude Humphreys a little
But
bit.
there's a safety pin in there.
Oh.
And it's cut to have the safety pin. So I don't know what that is. But we have a reproduction fan.
Marriage certificate.
Okay. Then we have 2 of these, if I'm not, yeah. We have 2 of these. If you ever saw, sometimes you can find the Victorian, there's 2. Okay. But they're Victorian Valentines, but you open them up and it's a little fan. Okay. I can't say a something of love. But you do get 2 of those, and those are identical. Next up, it's Merrimack Publishing, 1982, set of 12 different old-fashioned die-cut and gold stamp Victorian angel ornaments. Okay. These are 2-sided, so when you pop them out, you have the back also. Look, there's even the little strings for it. Okay. This is pretty fucking fabulous. You are going to get 3 of these, but look. These little chicks are separate. They're like die cut and embossed little Easter greetings, or not. These chicks didn't get eaten by the carnivorous rabbits. These again are from the Merrimack. These are 1985. These are just so good. But you do get 3. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, this one's kind of open. Let's check it out. Let's see exactly what's going on here. Okay, so it's kind of got like you can pop. Oh my word. Oh my word. So it gives you the little 3D effect to it. Do you see? And then you've got this on the back so you can display it. But look, then the chicks are 3D. They're popping out at you. And there's envelope in those. So if you do want to send them out. Then we've got a stack of both vintage, vintage reproduction and genuine antiques. Okay, I'm not going to show you everything, but there's a number of different postcards, like again, antiques, Thanksgiving. What is this? Remember Me. Oh, this one's fabulous. My dear friend, look at this. That's an actual antique. We've got Best Wishes. Okay. And then we do, oh, look at this one. This is an actual antique made in Germany, and one that we fold down. Is that not fabulous or what? I love these things. This would be great in a shadow frame. Okay. And then we do have other items, vintage reproduction. I love this. We have a little calling card here. Oops. We have another baggie of stuff. There's a little calling card. Look at. I think it's a wedding invitation, if I'm remembering. Nope, just a simple calling card. So she had, her name was embossed on the little die cut with the hand. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to show one more piece. It's reproduction. And I'm thinking there are 2 of these, if I'm not mistaken. But look. This is 1976 Merrimack. Right? But lots of different crafting, scrapbooking, junk journaling. Do you think? Do what Stephanie did and make that collage as I've showed you before. Cut them out. Do whatever you want. You don't have to be so guilt-ridden with these, but you are literally going to get everything that I showed you, plus a lot more, all one money. And who is in it? Bobby at $30. Get it, sister. Let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end.
Those little chicks are cute. Oh, Bobby put in it just in case.
Historical buff coming in. Bobby ain't playing around. She said, I want me some ephemera. There is our bid end. Thank you, Miss Karen Gillette. Appreciate ya. Miss Baba Earp, girl, at $32. The ephemera pack is coming to you.
Lots of projects there, Bobby.
There are.
All right, sorry, I had to go. A little cup of coffee sounded good, so that made me wonder.
Ooh, that does.
Yeah, cheers. I need more caffeine, but here we are. Okay, I put my little tulips in here because I shove these tulips in everything. But this is a Clemenson's. You can see on the back, California Pottery, hand painted. We do have crazing throughout, and it is this little pitcher and water pitcher and bowl type thing. But you can put your little flowers in it. And there are no chips on it. You can also put some greenery and stuff down here if you wanted to as well. But it says cleanliness is next to godliness.
Amen.
So you put this in your bathroom, or if you have a guest room and maybe you have like one of those like little water bowl and pitcher kind of things, you can hang this up. So it sits flat. So if you wanted it to just sit on a shelf, it could sit on a shelf too, or you can hang it on the back. But it is all hand painted, as you can see. But we got that. I love the crazing myself, but not everybody does. Some people call that a flaw. I don't.
Rude.
I know. Now, I think probably at some time somebody did keep some like actual flowers in there because there is just a little bit of calcium residue. But, you know, just put your florals in there and hang it on the wall or put it on your cabinet. I am going to start the bids of this Clemenson piece at $18. It is 7 inches tall, no chips or cracks. Like I said, I got all this stuff ready. Let me move these perfume bottles. See, you can, it sits, or you can hang it on. It's we talked about this yesterday in our chat. Not cottage core anymore. It's called, gosh, I can't remember what it's called. It used to be called cottage core, but they changed all that. Yeah.
Who's they?
I don't know, the Etsy people.
What is this? High school?
The trends. I know it is a fun piece. And it's California Pottery. It's Clemenson's, which I really, really like. I thought it was neat. It's giving me like now this was made in probably the 1940s, but it's still chateau core. That's right. It's very chateau core. This is giving me like this colorway, reminding me of the 90s. That rose and the dusty blue. Dusty rose and dusty blue. So, you could put it on your front door, Donna, but as long as you don't open and close your door a lot, because you wouldn't want that to, someone to be mad and slam the door and then it breaks. So,
that would stink.
That would stink. All right. Karen is in at $18. I'm going to go ahead and count it down. Thank you, Karen. And it's got an exclamation point at the end. So it's really saying you got to be clean. All right, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid in. Yeah. Every year it's changed to something else. It's a different name, but it's the same stuff. Granny core, grandpa core. We talked about it yesterday, all of the trends. I don't remember any of the names except for what was the one that I said that I liked the most? It was the kitschy stuff. Anyway, all right. No, it's called something else. It's all something else. All right, Miss Gillette, thank you so very much. That is for $18. Thank you so much. I'm gonna lay that down. So it's gonna fall.
Okay, I am going to do a choice. This would be a hard choice for me to make. I don't know. But you can choose between velvet or brass. Velvet or brass.
Brass, velvet.
Okay.
Oh, no.
These are your two choices. They are both Victorian era boxes. Okay. This one, the velvet one here, please note that the red velvet has obviously seen some wear. It does have a celluloid insert running around all four corners. It's got like a forest scene up here. This one on the latch has a patent date of 1878.
Ooh.
Okay. Or you can do the brass. This is stamped brass. There is no lock. It is missing the lock here. Okay. Look at that.
That is really.
Look at the top.
Is that a bird on the front?
Yeah.
That's really neat.
So there's it's all stamped or embossed brass. Okay. Interior on this one. Oops. I think that was a die cut. Yeah, it was. It was a chicken.
Get a chicken for free.
I used to store my antique ephemera in here. But we do have the original velvet lining on that. Okay. And now the interior on our celluloid one, it's got the rouged satin. This piece is loose, and some of the satin in this corner is missing. Okay. So choice will start at 25. Here is your velvet. Let's give you a better look at it. Okay. Again, kind of like a farm pastoral scene running around. The banded red velvet obviously has seen some wear. Okay.
It looks like a coffin again. We don't need to have that discussion again.
It honestly, it kind of does.
I like that it does, though. I find that charming.
There's your top. The latch is original and in working condition. Again, I know it's hard to see, but it does say patent date 1878.
Is there almost like a storyline? Like,
that could be.
What were those little loops for? Brushes?
I have no clue. It might have been makeup. It might have been jewelry. Again, that one is loose. This one is loose.
I don't know.
Okay. And again, then we have got the brass. Now, there's obviously age and patina to this particular piece, but honestly, that's why
I like it.
That's
what I like about it.
I do believe, I don't know. Because now that I look at it, this side has got holes here, but there's holes here. I don't know if there ever was a line on it.
I like them both. That would be a hard choice for me. If I were choosing.
I don't have any interest on either. Totally fine. I'm going to set those to the side also.
Okay. Well, I know that bird is amazing. All right. I have some perfume atomizers.
Ooh.
Now, they're all iris. They are all vintage, and one of them, you can still squeeze. The other ones are seized up. You're not going to be able to get anything out of it, but they are complete. They do have the straws. Now, the one I'll show you. Here's all three of them. Okay, here they are. I'll show you them each one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start them at $14 choice.
Get it.
The pink one, you can squeeze it. It's supple. It's a supple little squeeze ball. But on the little top of it, you can see one that has a petal that's missing. Someone tried to do something to this, and they done squeeze the petal off. But we do have the straw on the inside, which is good for your perfume. It doesn't smell like anything, but this one has like a diamond point. It's like a pink depression glass diamond point. So that one's choice number one. The pink one does have the supple pump. And then we've got this green one. This one kind of reminds me of like a cactus. This one does have the sticker on the bottom, iris. And again, it's not supple. It's all seized up, but we do have the straw on the inside. None of them glow, by the way, too. I did check that out. And then the third one is my favorite. We have the sticker on the bottom, iris. And then this one is like a jadeite with the daisies on it.
Ooh, I love that.
Pretty. But again, it's seized up. But it does come off freely, and we do have the straw. So you could, I don't know, maybe you can get a replacement for the little atomizers.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought if you have a little mirror vanity tray, they would look nice.
They're beautiful color combinations.
Right? For spring, summer, they're just interesting. And then you can pretend to be fancy. Be like, only this one, though. The other one can do that too. So, yeah, I thought they were really pretty. Thank you, Christine. Or Christina. Do you get annoyed when people call you Christine? Probably. I get annoyed when people call me Missy. Not annoyed, but it's like I got a T in my name. Miss T, not Missy.
That's when you don't answer. You're just like, "Ta-da," and they're like, hey. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. My name was Misty.
Well, Mark's aunt, she's passed away, but she was a trip, but she always called me Mitzi. And like, you know, Mark and I have been together since I was 16, and I've known her for most of my life. And I'm like, my name is Misty, not Mitzi. But you get to the point where you're just like, I'm not even going to correct her anymore. I'm just going to be Mitzi. If you want to call me Mitzi, that's who I am. And Mitzi reminds me of Showbiz Pizza, the cheerleader on Showbiz Pizza. Do you remember that, Michael? Did you?
I don't know what Showbiz Pizza is at all.
You don't know what Showbiz Pizza is?
No.
You all in the chat, you know what Showbiz? It's the Rockefeller Explosion Band. I got a poster up. I'm gonna go get that poster. All right. Christine is in at 16. This is for choice, and I'll show you in a minute. We're gonna start counting them down. 2019. What? Maybe it's a Midwestern thing. I don't know. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, where a kid can be a kid. That's Toys R Us, isn't it? Was that Showbiz's slogan?
I don't want to be a
16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid in. Y'all are going to get schooled here in a minute when I show you my poster.
Uh-oh.
It was from the 80s. So if you're not a child of the 80s, but if you have kids that were child of the 80s, I'm sure that it's like a Chuck E. Cheese. But it was a different variation. It was Showbiz. And I think
a regional
ended up buying Showbiz Pizza out. But I think Showbiz Pizza was first. And Chuck E. Cheese came along and said, I like that idea. I'm going to copy it. That doesn't happen anymore, does it? Anymore. All right. Did we do a bid end?
I don't know. Yes.
Okay.
Bid end.
So Christina, they were first. Yeah. See?
Christina.
At $16, there's the jadeite, the pink, and the green. The jade. Good choice, Christina. All right. I'm going to write you down for that one. For 16 for Chris. Oh gosh, hang on, Christina. I'm going to have to write your name down. Christina Rycheleski. Did I say it right? Rycheleski. And then, thank you, Christina. I appreciate it. And then Rose. Do you want pink or green? Now, Rose, if you wanted the jadeite one, you can pass. That is okay. And then the last one, I think that's it. So Rose wants the green.
Get it.
This pink one will be available next week in my buyer's choice sale over on Vamp. So thank you so much, Rose. It's coming to you. I'm gonna go get your poster here in a minute. I am.
Okay, I'm going to see if anybody's interested. I don't know. They're very specific. They're very Victorian. Let's do it. I'm going to do a choice. And I am going to do the choice at 30. Okay. You will be choosing between two different cranberry optics. Okay. Oh, poop. You know what?
Oh, poop.
This has a chip. What do I want to do? I feel like this has a chip.
Well, go ahead and show the chip. Maybe that won't matter.
It's okay. So we've got our cranberry swirl optic rose bowl. I don't know if we knew that this had a chip or not. I can't remember. It's gorgeous. Look at that. The chip is up here on the ruffle. Can you see it? It's right here.
It's like a little ripple.
It's there.
Do you think that was a manufacturing thing? Because the way that
No,
it's rippled like that?
no, no. It's got a boober. So there's the Cranberry Swirl Optic Rose Bowl.
I still think 30 is a fair starting price for it.
Wait till you see this Barber Sol bottle. Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that coin dot. That is special.
Yeah, because the coin dots are small.
Do you see that? Isn't that glorious? Now, it is a Barber Sol bottle. It does still have the original spout on it, which is really nice.
Yeah.
However, the cork has disintegrated. So we've left it as is because it is original to the piece. It's totally up cheap. It does still stay on.
Yeah, but you're not going to use it anymore. You know what I mean? I wouldn't think.
There we are. Choice starting at 30. The Cranberry choices. The Rose Bowl with the chip or this most excellent. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
So there's no chips or cracks to the Barber Sol bottle. You could turn this into like a tulip vase and or a floppy stem vase if you wanted to. You would just pull this out and it would serve as a tulip vase. You want the thin, long neck for the tulips because they have a tendency to have like saggy stems on them.
We don't want the saggy stems.
No, you don't want saggy stems. All right. But the glass on this one is excellent, in very good condition. Again, no chips, no cracks to that one at all. It's just an exceptional piece. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
gorgeous. We've got the Cranberry Swirl Optic Rose Bowl. But again, this one does, in fact, have the chip. Okay. But if there's no interest on either of those, I'm going to set them to the side.
All right. Yes, Christina, I did get your email. And yes, if you purchase something from me during Sunday sale, I will combine that shipping for anything that you bought today and anything that you might buy this afternoon. So we'll all get, and I have to say, after today, it's my last live sale of the week. I'm cutting back a little bit for a couple of reasons. One, I'm running out of inventory to bring to sales every week. And two, it's just nice to have a little bit of a break. You know what I mean? Okay. First of all, I want to show you this. This is the Rock-afire Explosion. This is Showbiz Pizza. We got Billy Bob. We got Mitzi. Gosh, I can't remember the other's name. Well, Big Al, I think. No, I don't remember. But this is the Rock-afire Explosion. Showbiz Pizza back in the 80s.
I don't recognize it. No.
Billy Bob? Well,
not a thing, girl.
It's not been a Pennsylvania thing. So, all right. So, Mink's not till June. June is the month of woe for Misty. It's the month of woe. All right. I've got this adorable little, she's in Arco. So she is stamped on the bottom, and she's this sweet little Southern Belle planter. So she's, focus on the girl. She's got her sweet little ginger Farrah Fawcett hair. She's got her little bouquet. She is free of chips and cracks and flaws. Put your little, I always think that it's so weird that they, I'm going to start here at $16, that they made these planters like that. It's just a weird design, unless you have like a big coming out. So I just say with these planters like this, she's just a big figurine. So you're going to add her with your other figurine. She's got a big butt.
Ouch, cannot lie.
So you put it with your other figurines. Misty, you need to go to Michael and Richard.
Oh, honey, we're not
going to be able to afford anything for resale.
This is not. Yeah, we're not. Yeah. We know what we're doing, shall we say? Mistakes were not made.
No, no. And plus I have I thought about it. I actually did think about it, but I forgot I'm doing something with my son on Saturday. So I gotta do that. I got something special I'm gonna do with my boy.
Yay.
All right. So Marcy is in at 16. They do, Diane. They look makeup brushes would work. Yeah, they do. She does remind me a little bit of Holly Hobby. She's probably from, I would say, the late 60s, early 70s, probably would be my guess. No chips or cracks on her. Marcy's in at 16. Let's go ahead and count it down. 20, wait, before I do it, 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I will say, having said that, don't think that you can't go to the estate sale and not get some very amazing pieces for amazing prices. So it's going to be collector prices, which are not bad. That there is a big difference between when you're buying for resale and when you're buying to be a collector. So we say this all the time that you can go to an antique mall and the prices are very fair for a collector, but for someone that does what we do, there's not a lot of room for resale. So don't think that you're not going to be able to afford anything there. Everything is priced fairly, but not priced for resale. I guess that's what I wanted to say. All right, Marcy, she's coming to you for $16. Thank you so very much.
I mean, yeah, we definitely didn't price things at full retail or full eBay pricing. Like, I can't stand that. And I certainly don't want to be guilty of that myself.
You didn't put eBay listings taped to the things.
God. Ugh. Oh, no, definitely not. Okay, I'm going to try something a little bit different. I don't know. We'll see. I have got for you, she's gorgeous. I have got for you this porcelain
I love this
doll. Now, note that this is what you're going to get. She is the shoulder plate, okay? She is a German, just says we've got the mold mark on her. Well, I'll show you here. So you can barely, but right here it says Germany, 1260. And it says department something 13.
Look at her little armpit. So cute.
The porcelain, I know, right? Do you see that?
It's detail. I mean, this is a sign of a high quality piece. I love her.
The doll itself is in really good condition. Obviously, she doesn't have her body. Okay, she is a Betty Buy, and it does.
Oh, that's creepy.
It does, in fact, work. Okay. You can see inside the head. Her weight is still there. The stick is there. The stick, I do believe that was a later addition that somebody put in. That stick prevents, I don't know, let me see. So the weight is down here. It prevents the weight from hitting the porcelain. So it was rather clever of somebody. But again, she is a Betty Buy. Those blue glass eyes. She does have her teeth. Again, the doll, this actual piece is in excellent condition. I lost my spot. I am going to start her off at 30. Okay. We'll start her off at 30. Again, you can see it does go up through the head. So she is all one piece. But we do have, again, weighted Betty eyes that do work. Like I said, the stick was a later addition, which I'm not entirely mad at. Because like I said, it does prevent that weight from hitting the rest of the porcelain. The eyes are absolutely beautiful. Like, these are really good. These are really good. Like, those would have been hand done.
Yeah.
You know?
Those are amazing. Look at those eyebrows, too. Those are great.
I mean, the doll herself, she's an absolute sweetheart. Like, to me, this is not a creepy one.
Oh, no. No, but Michael, we like dolls, though. So, I mean, I'm not. I think that she would have been expensive back in the day. This was like somebody who had money, their child had a doll.
This probably would have made like a good So I would say like a 20-inch doll.
Mm-hmm.
This would have made a 20-inch doll at least. Because you do have to, she would, this is just her shoulders. So she would have had, her torso, her legs. But honestly, is all I did. Like when I had her, she does sit flushly.
Mm-hmm.
So bam.
Yeah, it's a
She
great
is
display.
ready to display. Depending on the doll collector, I'm one of them. I will display the pieces like this. Like I'm not fussed with every doll has to have a wig, every doll has to have a body. Some collectors are like that. I am not. Again, this piece, as you're seeing, she is in excellent condition. Mike,
And
who's looking for magic.
they're very much like works of art, really. They're all hand painted. The sculpts are
Mhm.
fantastic. And to think that this was a child's toy and it's still in such good condition. I mean, somebody really, they either barely played with it or they really took really good care of it. So,
Well,
um,
I don't think she was ever made into a doll.
oh, you
I
don't think
mean,
she was?
no, I don't, because I don't see
Hey,
any
Cheryl.
adhesive on the interior.
Oh,
So I just honestly, I don't think she ever got to be made into a doll. I think that she's been preserved as such, but she never made it into actual doll form.
do you think she
Full
ever had a
doll.
wig?
A what?
Do you think she ever had a wig?
Honestly, I don't. I again, there's like an extra piece of porcelain right here from the casting, but I don't see
Doesn't look
any
like it, does it?
remnants. No, no.
Yeah, Minx, she would have had porcelain arms and legs and probably a cloth
Body.
body,
Yeah. Yeah. So there it is. She is. So
right?
Mike is in it at 30. Thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate that. And I'm going to do the countdown. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13,
Those eyes.
12, 11. I'm doing that.
I know, I love
10,
it though.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end.
And again, these look great if you have a bunch of them lined up on a shelf. It's interesting. It's really, really interesting to see.
There. I mean, these eyes, wait till you see them in real life. They're fabulous. Okay. There's our bid end. Thank you, Karen. Mike, congratulations and thank you. She is coming to you. She is beautiful. Congratulations.
She's really nice. Congratulations, Mike. All right. I have a very popular, yeah. And Cheryl, you came in right at the right time because I'm getting our show, Squirrel. This is an Arnart squirrel with its baby, and it's still attached to the chain. A lot of times that doesn't. You can find one or the other. Now, this would have had two babies. One of the babies broke free. There's the chain. One of the babies is like, I'm out of here. Now, before I give you the starting price of two, one of the baby or the baby that's left, you can see he's got a broken ear. So he's got a broken ear, but he is there. Let me show you a little up close of the baby. See, there's his ear. Now, the big mama or big daddy, I guess you could, the paint on this is spectacular. A lot of the times you find these and the bow tie is missing a lot of the paint, like even the nose and the mouth, everything is in stellar condition on Big Daddy. Isn't this fantastic? I just love this so much. It's sugared. So it's got this great like sandpapery, or not sandpapery, but just it's got a texture to it. The baby does not have a texture. The baby is just solid porcelain, doesn't have that texturing on it. I am going to start these at $35. They are very hard to find.
That color is fabulous.
The color is incredibly great. And let me show you the back of him. It is in just amazing condition.
Sugar.
Look at its little hands. We still have raccoons in our garage, by the way. They went away and then they came back. But
I love it there.
Michael, they don't need to be there because a couple of reasons. Raccoons can be infested with fleas. And Mama Kitty, we do treat her for fleas, but still, I don't want them in my garage. And as the babies get older, they won't be. They're going to be they're going to be big. Hopefully, as they get older, they'll disperse and they'll go their separate ways. But man,
you can go your own way.
They need to go their own way. All right, so here we've got our little Art ceramics made in Japan squirrel. But if there isn't any, yeah, it does not smell. It smells like it doesn't smell good in the garage. It doesn't. And honestly, I get, I don't like going out there to get something to drink. Like, we keep extra drinks and stuff out in the garage and like, oh, hello, raccoon, 5 of you in my garage. Okay. Anyway, there isn't any interest on our Art squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yeah, it is. It's a very like musty, wild animal smell, It isn't good.
Okay. What am I going to do next?
Yeah. The wildlife of it all.
I'm going to see if anybody's interested in.
Oh, wait, am I going to take that off?
I don't know. I usually just go with this and stick with it, but I'm not. This is why I don't veer from the list. Okay, I'm going to do this one first. Okay. Now, earlier we saw the J. Chen Church Bank, and I used this one in addition to it. This one is actually made in Germany. It says DRGM. I am not familiar with this company. This one is a little bit more my personal aesthetic. So the colors, whoa, geez, sorry. The colors aren't so bright and vibrant. They're more muted. It's got a little bit more of like a gothic feel to it. Check out the profile. Here is the front. Look at this steeple, the shutters. Note that they're cut. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, this one does have some pitting to it. Okay. I will say it doesn't stand out that bad because, again, the colors are more muted. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I love this.
Yeah.
Again, this is finished here on the top. There's nothing missing from it. Now, our German tin lithograph church, unlike our first one, is not a bank. No. Look, it's got a handle back here. And yes,
here it goes. Oh, that's so cool.
It works. Doesn't it sound? It sounds just like you would hear it in church. I love it. It changes notes.
It sounds like it's got like a music box on the inside. Like it's not something that you wind up.
Look at. Is that not fabulous or what? I love it.
Notre Dame Cathedral? Does it? I wonder.
It doesn't say anywhere. I don't know. I just thought it was excellent. So the made in Germany tin lithograph music box, wind up music box. I am going to start this one off at 40 if anybody is interested.
It's a hard piece to find. I've never seen that.
This particular one definitely, like I do have, this is the second time that I might do this one. I don't know. This one is also J. Chen. This one I have found several times.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
I found it too, but not in that good of condition.
Yeah. I think this is exceptional. It's an exceptional piece.
This would be really pretty with your bottle brush trees. Like I could see you using it in a Christmas display. That would be really pretty. There it goes.
What I like about it is you can like do it fast. Or you do it slower.
See, I can't hear that now. I heard it earlier, but I can't hear it now. See, I don't hear it. There I do.
I just love it. And the handle's like tin and wood.
Yeah, I think it's, we're not hearing the sound. I think for some reason the sound is being blocked. That's weird.
Oh. Well, that's rude. Jeez. So there it is, our made in Germany tin lithograph church music box, or music organ, I guess I should say. Like I said, it does have some pitting over here. It's difficult to see because, again, the colors themselves are, they chose a darker or a more muted color palette, so they're not very bright and vibrant. But if we don't have any interest on that, I'm going to set it to the side.
All right. Yeah, that's weird that the sound was being blocked. That is strange. Okay, I bought this for the last weekend because I just thought it was so pretty. Like a lot of us have seen these larger tins. This one says olive can on the bottom, but the reason why I got, and it opens up just fine. So if you wanted to store things in here, it's very bright, shiny on the inside. You know, sometimes when you buy these tins, you can't get the lid off of it. You struggle to get the lid comes off really, really nice. But the reason why I got this was I love the graphic that was on the front. This beaded, it's a beaded iris with a little bump. So isn't that so pretty?
That's gorgeous.
And I love the little bee here. So these are the beaded irises coming up. There is a little bit of like it's a little dull on one side. You can see it's more shiny red, and then like a little bit more matte. So I don't know if, what I'm guessing is like maybe there was a label on here, and when I took the label off, it kind of took off some of that gloss. But it's really, really pretty. It is, gosh darn it, I thought I had measured it. It is 10 by 10. It's 10 by 10 size. So you could put your ephemera collection, your beads, your stuff. I had it leaned up like that. So you could put it as a background if you wanted to use it as a riser. But I'm going to start it at $14. I know I really like the bee too. That's kind of what made me pick it, was because of the bee. Oh, see, there he is. Isn't he so cute? Now, I love to see a bee on things, but if a bee comes near me, I'm running away. I like you, bees. I want to plant flowers for you, but I don't want you on me, landing or around me, or I get a little nervous. So yeah, it's really, really pretty. I think this is probably from the 1940s would be my guess. It's giving me that 1940s vibe. Thank you, Tina. Tina is in at 14. You could also use it as a drum if you wanted to. But did anybody else's grandma, like you would go to your grandma's house and she'd have one, and like it'd be filled with buttons and sewing things and that kind of stuff. So,
embroidery floss.
Yes, just sewing. You have sewing in these. All right, let's go ahead and start counting it down. Oh, you did. Sometimes we do that. We'll sell something and then we're like, I wish I had that again. We'll buy that. All right, let's go ahead and count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, Maybelle loves the big fluffy bees because we have a lot of lambs around our back patio, and they love the lamb's ear. And that's her favorite thing to do in the summer is to try to catch the bees. And we're like, she's been stung before. And
she just keeps going back for more.
Gotta get those bees, dang it. All right, Marcy, it's coming to you for, I'm running out of space. $15. Thank you so very much. Oh, Marcy, you win the next giveaway. And it just so happens, Marcy.
What is it?
I'm keeping with the theme. Well, first of all, you're going to get some stickers. You're going to get a Stay Weird sticker, a Vamp sticker, another Vamp sticker, and a Blacklight keychain. And Marcy, you're going to get your very own little crocheted bee. He's so cute. So that is all coming to you. Thank you so very much.
Get it. Well, speaking of buttons, we're going to do buttons. Now,
Oh, perfect.
you're going to get all three of these buttons. There's no
I love
choice.
the way you say that word.
What?
Button.
Button?
Button.
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 You're getting all three. No choice on this. So here are your backs, right? We have one. This is Ruth Church, age 4.
Oh.
She's got her little kickstand here, so
Nice.
you can display her as such. The other two are just the buttons, okay? There's no stand or anything for them. I do have an obsessively large collection
I was getting ready
of
to say,
buttons. So,
like, you're selling these? Okay.
I'm going to concentrate on on the small ones. I'm going to concentrate on the small ones, which I'm hoping I don't regret because I have a plan for them, and I promise I'm going to share what it is, but not now. But I'm almost like, but I'm going to do it anyhow. You're going to get all three of the buttons for one monies. It's $25 for all three, or more if you'd like. I'd appreciate it. But you're going to get all three. We'll take a closer look. They're all kids.
Nice.
Okay. So first button, traditional in the sepia, is our little baby. Okay, look at that. Hair parted in the middle already.
Don't push my
Darling, love it. So that is button number 1. All of the buttons are in really good condition. Okay, they're all in really good condition. That's number 1. Number 2. Now this one, we got the Shining Twins on there.
Forever and ever.
Come play with us. So there you got the two girls in their ringlet curls. Okay, they're not actually twins. If you look at them, you can see that there's obvious differences. Okay, so they're the two traditional buttons. Alrighty. And then your third one, the one with the kickstand, this one's pretty cool because it does have the pattern going around it. And obviously this one is an oval. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
People with blue eyes, when they did these photos, they always come out so haunting, right? Because of that exposure.
That kid's got a mullet. That's a Victorian mullet.
Party? Oh, no. Yeah.
Business in the front.
Business in the front, party in the back. I think her hair is swept.
And that's the one with the kickstand, right, Michael?
This is the one with the kickstand, yeah. So that is your oval. So you can prop, you can't see that. You can prop this one up to stand as such. And then you do have the two more traditional round ones in the sepias. But we started at 25. It is for all 3 of the buttons, no choice. But if we don't have any interest on those, we will set those aside also.
Wow, that's a great price. Great price. Okay, it's a Victorian mullet. Okay, well, speaking of buttons, I found this and I thought it was interesting. So now the tin itself, it says it is a Bremer's glove box. So this is a Victorian tin glove box. Not a glove box like you have in your car, but you literally put your gloves in here. I thought it was kind of weird that it's got this fruit on it, but whatever. But now the box itself, we do have, and it's tin, it's metal. We do have some surface wear, and the front of it has the roses and these birds of paradise on them. Now, I'm saying this is Victorian. I think it's probably 1920s-esque. It's probably what I'm saying, what I'm thinking. But you slide the middle part out, and that's where you would keep your buttons. Now, or not your buttons, your gloves. But we've got buttons. Lots of buttons. Ooh. And we also have, here, let me take out these little bits. Lots of buttons in here. Buttons of different kinds. So if you do crafty things with buttons, oh, what's this? Well, here's Joseph A. Friar's nameplate. That's in there. That's a little weird. Here's a big button. That's probably the biggest button that's in here. This big button here. And then there's like these little needle. There's needles. Then we've got some bias tape. And here's some more. Look at this old price tag, which I love to see. And then they all get all slides in here. So I'm going to start it at $12 if there's any interest in it. Yeah, you can do all kinds of crafting things with buttons. You could even put them in jars, but I liked the box, and the buttons were just in the box. So we're just going to keep them in there. But I did like this box. Now you could use this box as a riser if you wanted to. You could take the buttons out, do something else with the buttons, and you could use this as a little stashy stash for other collections. But, oh, I didn't do a measurement on the box. So it is about 9 inches long and 3 inches tall and 4 inches wide. But you can see on there, it's where it says Bremer's glove box. Bremer's. I thought it said love box. Now, I mean, you could keep all kinds of things in here that you didn't want anybody to see. You know what I mean? It could be a love box. Hide it away. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. All right. So Nikki Mas is in at $16. You can also use it as a riser going this way too. You know. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Bid end. I love those birds on there. Wait, what does that bird say? What does that say? Oh, Lord. Get my thing out.
It says, I listen and judge.
It says American Gem. American Gem. Mike! Oh, no. But now Mike had a bid of 17, but Nikki came with a just in case of 25. So Nikki at $18, the love box is coming to you. Thank you so much, Nikki. I appreciate it.
Okay, we're going to try this one. We've got a German half doll. She's in really good condition. Now, it's like a weird kind of like plaster pulp kind of material. But what I want to show you is down here, we do have the stamp, Germany, albeit a little difficult to read. Okay, y'all, here she is.
Oh, I love her.
Look at her.
Yes.
Mary Antoinette at her best. Y'all, it's wool hair. Now, her wig is glued to her hair. If you're familiar with these, 9 times out of 10, these wigs are in a really poor state. Yeah. But look at her ringlets here.
She's amazing.
Look at this. She's got her finger waves going on in there. Look at that painted face. Now, I do want to point out on one eye, you can see right in this eye, it looks like a light flare in the eye. It's not, unfortunately. It's a scratch that has revealed her skin tone underneath it. So there is that condition issue. But honestly, the hair, her wig, it is in really good condition. And look at that face.
She's got some forehead on her.
She does.
I love her. Golly, she's beautiful.
Again, condition on her, you're hard pressed to find one this good. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So German half doll, I am starting her at 30. Again, the hair is just in excellent condition. Look at that. But it is not removable. That hair has been glued on. It's some old glue. You can see it's like almost brown at
Yeah.
this
Oh,
point.
she's great, Bobby. She's fantastic.
Again, very lightweight. She is
Mhm.
hollow on the interior. It's a very interesting, almost like chalk plaster, paper pulp kind of material that really kept her lightweight. Okay. Again, she will sit flat, so very easy, of course, to display. But that blonde hair,
It's great.
she's lovely. I love the Cupid bow or the
Mhm.
heart-shaped lip on her. She really went to town on the rouging and
Yeah.
the eyeshadow for sure. Maybe she's a lady of the
I mean, she might
night.
be.
Oh, thank you, Bobby, for your
Cat
bid
house.
of 30. I do
Meow,
appreciate
meow.
it. Ow, ow. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. It's just the two
So good.
curls over here that kill me. I love that. And those are free. Those are not glued on to her body.
Love her. She could be a hooker. She could be a hooker.
I'm a
She could.
lady of the night. Get that just in case. And Bobby,
You
I
look
don't think,
classic.
and you did not need it at $30, lady. Congratulations and thank you. She's coming to you.
Hide your husbands. Hide your husbands. She's coming to town.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge. Now, my girl is a little more classy than a lady of the night. Here she is.
Allegedly.
I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. So this is a celluloid doll. She's got silk fabric. Now she is a little powder box or trinket. So the box itself is also wrapped in silk. It's got like a cardboard bottom. And then now she is a full doll. I think. Yeah, she is a full doll, but like this is like it's like a sachet almost because this is scented. But you can feel her little legs underneath.
What's the scent?
Huh?
What's the scent?
Mammal.
Oh,
Mammal's closet. Oh,
okay.
focus on her face, camera. Oh, there's too many other faces going on. There she goes. Okay. So she's got a little bit of paint loss on her little ringlet curls, but she's staring right into your soul. She is. Now, like I said, her body is fully in there, but she just rests in this little.
Her body's fully in there.
She just rests on this little trinket. So stash with your baby on there like that. She does have like a little, I think this is supposed to be like, she's a little piece of her fabric that's missing right there, but I don't think that it distracts from it. It kind of looks like it's like she's trying to show some leg.
Ow.
Girl. But there she is. So I am going to start her at $16 if there's any interest in her. She does stand, gosh darn it. Is my brain broken? I didn't do a measurement. 4.5 inches tall. But if you've got your other like little flapper girls or your composite doll, she's just a little different to add into the mix. If you just did not like what she was in at all, you could take her apart and then you've got your own little doll there.
Can't take her apart.
I wouldn't either. Don't tell me if you do. I'm just saying, once you buy it, it's up to you what you want to do with her. But I would prefer her not to be taken apart.
Name
The back of her, the pink is really, really nice. So, but yeah, I love these little girls. And I thought that she was unusual enough. She's different than your your everyday celluloid doll. All right. If there isn't any interest in our little girl, Put her aside, and we will keep it going.
Okay.
I have a big ruler here. It's in my way. Shoot right there.
We'll try it.
We'll try it. Try it. We're trying.
Switch us, girls. Switch
Oh
us.
gosh, darn it. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, it's not letting me. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Goodness gracious.
Come on, StreamYard,
we
get
are.
it together.
There we
All
go.
right, well, let's just do it. Kabam. She
Oh, I love her.
is our bronze figural bust. Her name is Seagal. Seagal.
See,
She
yeah.
is a lady who loves, what is that? Not a ukulele.
A ute.
A
Lute?
ute? A lute? Uludi? It's a uludi. She's playing. Look at her. Look at her. She is gorgeous. Give me a measurement. About 5.5 inches tall. So it is not a huge, there are huge ones, which of course we do have. But then there are these smaller ones. So if you're just like a fan of like that Art Nouveau movement, but you don't have room for a life-size bust, they do make the smaller ones. There's a wide variety of them. And this one, again, is Seagal. I am going to start her at 30. Okay, it is a bronze. Look at that. Excellent condition. Seagal.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I love her. That patina on her face, that coloring on her face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, she's just gorgeous. Look at that. Mm-hmm. About 5.5 inches tall. 5.5 inches tall. So it's not huge, right?
Yeah.
Make a great desk accessory with her hair up, the flower, of course, right in the middle. Look at all of that detailing.
Gosh, she's very detailed.
And
again, I think that she can go in a lot of different decor situations.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
She's feeling it. She's feeling the music. You can see it in her face.
If you do have like the cranberry glass, it goes really well with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So if we don't have any interest on this one, we're going to set her to the side.
All right. She's beautiful. I love her. Well, I have some these. I'm gonna start these at $25, and you will get how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna get 5 of them. They are made by Federal Glass, and it's a flower swirl cereal bowl. So we're thinking on lines, of like Fire King. It kind of goes with that whole vibe there. Here they are. So they are flower swirls. So there we've got the little flower and the swirl. These are interesting because they have like a texturing almost on the inside. Well, let me show you. They are Federal. You can see it on the bottom. But they have like this weird like swirly texturing on the inside. Do you see that? They all have that. So they're great little cereal bowls. Now you could definitely use these. I mean, that's not a big enough cereal bowl for me, but oatmeal, maybe your oatmeal bowls. But you'll get 6 of them. And I love this happy yellow color. So you can stack them and use them in a display. I mean, you could absolutely use them, but you will get all 6. So I am going to start them at, I already put up, I'm going to start them at $25. They did make bigger bowls and they had other pieces that came with this set as well. But I don't know. I just thought that they were really pretty happy. They do have minimal surface wear on them, but they have not been in the dishwasher. So the coloring on them is still very vibrant and bright. These are great though, too, if you're like having like a little bit of cottage cheese and fruit for a snack, you can grab one of these and use it for that little chili bowl. But like I said, this is not like I need a Jethro Bodine cereal bowl. Eat some cereal. That is not enough cereal for Misty. Okay, so you can see here is the flower, and then you can see the little swirl design, and then it repeats itself on the other side with that flower. But I think in a cabinet, all of them stacked together. If you've got like the open cabinets with like the shells instead of their, this is like nice to have these pieces like that because they're bright and sunny and happy. There are 5 of them. Unfortunately, I wish that there were 6, but there's just 5. I know that some of these, like the Anchor Hawking bowls, when my kids were little, when you'd feed them baby cereal, do you remember? Let's think about that. You remember you make their little baby cereal, you'd mix it with a little formula, you put their little apricot baby food in it, and you mix it up. And I know they're so excited when you start feeding them solids. That's like the introduction to solids, is that watery baby cereal. I can still smell it though too. But boy, when you go from just drinking things to eating something, they get a little excited for that. But anyway, all right.
Solid poop. Yay.
There are 5. Roxanne is in at 25. Let's go ahead and count them down. Hi, Gavin. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, we're still here, Shannon. We're still alive for a little bit longer. We have a couple items each. Michael, I do have a bonus item, so if you want to grab a bonus item, you can.
Girl, I don't know.
I know. We'll see. We'll see. It is. Listen, we fully understand. It is hard out there. The money is tight these days, but we are trying to bring you quality, good items at a fair and reasonable price. But it's getting hard. It's getting hard. All right, there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Roxanne. They are coming to you for $25. I appreciate it. And I didn't say this, but they don't have any chips or flaws on them at all.
Okay. Diane, what are you doing? Okay, actually, let me grab another one. I will see. I'm going to grab another one. Okay.
Okay, just grab one more thing.
Well, I'm going to cheat.
Okay.
Let me do this. Okay. I'm going to do a quick claim choice. You can do whichever color or colors that you would like. It will be $12 per pick. Okay? I love this sound. Wait.
I do too. I like that sound too.
We have got for you marble eggs. It's $12 choice. You can choose, look at that yellow.
That's nice.
White. Okay. Yellow and white. Or you can do the speckled blue and white. These two look great together. The 4 of these are really pretty together. Okay. So there's yellow and then the blue. And then we've got a pink. Look at how pretty.
I know. I love the pastel.
And then let's pop it off with like one that's a little bit darker, but still really, look at this purple. Look at that veined out purple one. So there are your there are your 4 choices. There are your 4 choices. You do pink, purple, blue, or these 2 I'm loving together. Right? $12. There's no condition issues to any of them. Okay. Oh, I love it.
I do. I love that sound. The jiggle, jiggle, jiggle sound.
Which other color or colors, if anybody is interested, you just put in the number 41. The number 41, and at $12, you could choose pink, purple,
yellow,
blue, or yellow.
Shannon.
Well, girl, which one or ones would you like?
Oh, Dana is in as well. Shanna gets first pick.
You get first pick. Clack, clack.
Our property taxes went up. Lord have mercy.
Of course they did.
By like $500. So Shannon went for blue.
Go ahead.
That's a pretty together too.
Purple.
Oops. Strangely enough, our property taxes here at the shop did not go up, but our home property taxes is. Hi, Bubba.
Who do I have? Miss Dana Hines. Not
Thank
to
you,
be
babe.
confused. Okay. So I do have pink and yellow. If you were interested in either of those.
Oh, yeah.
You let me know. There's no obligation, no commitment. But ladies, thank you both so much. And Shannon, I will get blue and purple out to you for sure. Misty,
Hey.
I will keep my eye
You said
on you.
yes, Dana. Hey, that's cheaper than regular eggs.
And these will last you a lifetime.
Forever.
Thank you, Dana. Dana, if this is your first purchase for me, or actually, Dana, will you go ahead and send me your contact information? I would appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Man, these are cold. Holy smokes. Marion. So sad.
All right, my next item, I'm going to start at $14 choice, and they are fun little salt and pepper shakers. So I've already got some things pulled for next week's sale. But I mean, listen, it is getting harder, and I think that Michael can attest to this too. I mean, though he's having an estate sale, you know, he's got the inventory. But it is, I am running low on inventory, but I do have a lot of books, and I don't know why. I'm just like, I need to just have a book sale. So I've got things pulled for next week, but I might, if you were, I might bring. I've got linens and I've got books, so I probably should start pulling some of those linens and books as well for next week too. So we'll see, but. I'm getting low on inventory. Anyway, all right. But I did have a lot of fun doing a live shopping, but I will bring my iPad next time. So I might do some more of that where you're going with me and then we're shopping live and then we'll sell it live together. That might be what I have to do at some point because I'm getting low on inventory. All right. So the choices are these fantastic little kitschy birds. Look at their little purses. They got their little bow ties and purses. These are actually not salt and pepper shakers. I thought that they were when I bought them. They're just little cute little bird figurines. Oh my gosh, focus on the birds. Look at how cute. They're hand painted. I love their little pink bows. They're porcelain. They're bright white on the bottom. And I love they have the little satchels. So this one's choice number 1 are these little squawking birds. And they do have different, they're not the exact same pose. So they can look a little bit different when you have them together. And then we've got dapper squirrels. So we've got the girl squirrel. Now these are shakers. I don't know. Are you a girl? Maybe you're not. I thought you were a girl because you had like this little bonnet on, but it's got a little tie and it looks like a little pant. Well, I don't know what that blue is. That's odd. But then we've got this guy, and he's got a little cane and his little monocle. I'm a dapper squirrel. They're fancy squirrels, but they do have their original stoppers in the bottom. Salt and pepper shakers are the squirrels, and the birds are just little figurines, little kitschy figurines. That would be great in a little display. Hi, Angela. So $14 starting bid. Stephanie, thank you so much. I see your starting bid. I can't figure out what maybe that's supposed to be her little purse. Maybe we'll say that's her little purse or her little bag, and he's got his little cane.
Is it her skirt?
I don't know because she doesn't have a skirt on that side.
Oh no, she does.
She's skirtless. I'm actually having a hot flash right now, so Lord have mercy.
Misty said, I wish I didn't have my pants on too.
I wish I did have my pants on right now. All right, so choice between the two. We've got the squirrels and the birds. All right, let's go ahead and count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Here, I should not have said, because when my doctor told me that I was past menopause, I was like, well, I never had any hot flash. And she said, well, they could come later on, and they have, specifically at night. They're the worst then. They're the worst at night. Anyway, bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So, Miss Stephanie, let me know which one or ones you would like. Would you like our squirrel friends or our bird friends. The squirrels. All right, Steph, the squirrels are coming to you for $14. I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Whew, yeah, it's bad at night. It's bad at night. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
He's switching stuff up last minute. What? Who am I? I don't know. Okay, let's do this. I am going to see. So, what was it last week? I did the silver choice, and it was what? The box and the mirror. Well, boys and girls, I'm not giving you a choice. I'm going to give you both pieces. The reason that I'm going to give you both pieces is because they are from the same vanity set. I do have, again, in very good antique condition, we do have our silver plated mirror. Okay. So, you know, it's the floral motif here for you. All right. Now, this does have, I'm going to give you the reflection. This does have the beveled mirror to it. So there are no cracks to it. You can see there is that scuffing? No, it's just some smudges. So that's not scratching. It's smudge that I'm going to have to get off with. Say hi to yourselves. Look, everybody.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi, yous.
Hello.
Down here is Stephanie. There's Melanie and Minx and Jay and Bobby. There's Angela up here at the top. So you're going to get the silver plated mirror, and boys and girls, you are going to get the matching silver plated brush.
Nice.
Okay, so it is for the set. You were going to get the matching set. Okay. Ta-da. We're going to start, because I just got it. We're going to start this set off at 40 if anybody is interested. But you do get both.
Nice.
Okay, no choice. Because again, it's one thing if it was like the random brush, the random mirror. But the fact that we have both pieces together, I would
match.
Yeah, they do match. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, as I said last week, the mirror, you can turn that upside down with your brush over here. That's such a great showing, right? And then take and use your mirror, like with Misty's perfume bottles.
Yeah.
Take those perfume bottles and put them on your mirror with the brush if you kind of want to do something a little bit different with your items. Now, there is no, no, it's not a hallmark. So there are no hallmarks on either of the pieces. Okay. But again, both in really good condition.
And you can use that brush as a flower frog too. You could put ephemera or postcard.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Didn't even think of that one. Get it. So again, we started this set of the silver plated, this is beveled glass mirror. Whoosh, you can see it there. Okay. With the matching hairbrush. But if we don't have any interest on those, I'm going to set them to the side.
Something that Michael and I have been talking about. Well, maybe should we even talk about it today? Should we even mention that that we're toying around with what we're going to do maybe in the evening time?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Well, by Shannon, we're thinking about we might do once a month. We might do a primetime sale. It'll be an abbreviated sale because I'll do it from my house, and I really don't want to, bring all that stuff home with me and then bring it back. So it would take the place of our regular Tuesday sale.
But we're not going to say what day and time.
We're not going to say because we don't know yet. We don't know yet. We're trying to figure that out. So it would be on what night did we figure out we were
an evening? It's an evening sale. We're not going to say the day.
We don't know. We're trying to figure it out. But it would be an evening time sale, and it would take the place of our sale during the day. So we're still trying to figure out when, but we thought it would be fun. Maybe it would be like, we'll do like a little chat for in the beginning and then go on to a sale. So we're working on it. It's something that we've kind of been discussing a little bit to try something a little bit different. So we'll figure that out later. All right.
And that's just it, Christina. A lot of that. We're glad you could join us today.
Right.
We get that there's we get it.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people can't come to the sales because they work, and we understand that. So no, obviously we're not going to do it on a Tuesday night. We're not going to go up. It's going to be on a night that one of our pals isn't having a sale. You know what I mean?
But if we don't like you, then go through our
No. But it will be on a Tuesday night. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So my next item are really, really darling. You know what? I'm going to check something real quick because
if you see us doing the sound somebody else's, then we're just like whatever.
right. I mean, there's always somebody on. But we're just trying to figure it out. And it will be on Michael's channel. So we're going to do it on Michael's channel.
So you really know Michael, don't you?
You got to subscribe to Michael's channel. So, all right. I got these little German knotters. Look at how cute. We like to dance. Da, 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 da. And you're going to get the set. I was looking to see if they glowed because see their little pins, the little green. I thought, well, maybe they glow, but they don't. So let me show you the little boy first. They are made in, they're not German. I do this all the time. They're not made in Germany. They're made in Japan. I always assume, and then I'm wrong. Made in Japan. Let me show you that on the bottom. There they are. So the way that they work, so there is a little wire that's on the inside. If you can see, you probably can't. I'm doing a horrible job of showing you. There's a little wire on the inside, and then they've got this little armature right here. It almost looks like a little push pin, and it comes out and makes them dance. Now, he looks like he's got big old thighs. Now,
ow, work it out.
Boober on the back right there. And then his little girlfriend also has that made in Japan. And she's in excellent condition. She doesn't have any. I love her little finger up to her mouth. But I just figured if you've got your little, by H, if you've got your little Frozen Charlotte collection, these would fit right in and add a little bit of movement in them. So you're going to get the set. And I'm going to start them at $20. And let me put them back up here together. Oh my goodness. It is very ominous looking outside, I can tell. Storm. It's getting ready to storm. There they are. They're cute little knotters. Look, he looks a little drunk. Has he been in the stash?
I believe both of them. Hey, Catworm.
Anyway, hi, Catworm. Nice to see you guys. All right, $20 start bid for our little. They are Bisque. They are Bisque porcelain, so I don't like to touch them. They got that scratchy Bisque feel. But I thought that they were just really, really cute together. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we will set them aside. Go to the next item. I have one more item left.
No, I'm done. This is your bonus item. I'm not doing a bonus item.
This is my bonus item. Okay, I got a book. Oh, wait, let me move me. I got a book. It's an antique book. It is from 1889, and it's a children's book. And I love this one because it is a early learning. It's a kindergarten book from 1889. So I am going to start this book at, I've done $115. Not that. $15. This is the kindergarten first book of ABC objects for home and school. So there is the front of it. And it is McLaughlin Brothers, New York. And then the back has this. Now, this is nice because you can use this as a background for your display. So if you've got your little penny dolls or your dolls, this will be a great little display. The pictures on the inside, now there are some missing, not missing pages, but there's some loose pages. But they are just that Victorian prints on them. Look at that cat. Meow, meow. I love the bat. So we've got A, B, C, D. It has all the letters. We have an andiron. You don't see that in an ABC book for children anymore. There's an ass.
Ow.
He's not on the donkey page. He's on the A page.
Mm-hmm.
That's an ass. We have an album, an armchair, an axe, antler, apple. So that's kind of interesting when you see these in these Victorian books, because you're like, a cannon coal bucket. You won't see that. Corkscrew, candle cake, eel. Let me look at like Z. Ooh, look at that kite. Yeah, an ass wagon. I like that kite. Anyway, I love the Victorian graphics of it all. Look at the mask. I honed in on that one real quick because he was creepy. Monkey. Nobody likes the monkeys. I like the monkeys. Peacock. Peacock parrot. Oh, a needle book. I was like, what is that? So some of the objects, kids nowadays would not know what they are. Oh, it's a thundering. I love a thunderstorm. Anyway, I want to. Oh, there's a unicorn. What the heck is that? That would be a vice, but that. Oh, it's a V. Okay, so that would be vice for V. I want to see what Z is. A zebra, a zither. There's a Christmas tree. Why is there Xmas tree? Boy, listen, I called Christmas, or I did Xmas on something on a video, and I got reamed in the comments. That's Satan. Like, no, it's not. It's really.
Oh my God. I love it when people let their ignorance fly and they actually think that they're right. Like, oh my God, I almost cursed.
No, it's not. It's not, I promise. It's a Victorian. They did that back then. It was the X, and it meant a whole thing. But anyway. Okay, guys. That's all the sale. But we do appreciate you guys being here. And again, listen, we get it. It's hard out there right now. It really, really is. It is. But you know, we're gonna still keep trying. And it's always a good idea too to let us know in the comments of the videos or at the comments of the sale is, you know, let us know some things that you're looking for. We may have them. Sometimes that's really kind of the fun part about doing the live shopping, because some of the things that I would pick, maybe y'all don't want. And then you see things that you want that I never thought that you would. So it's always a really good idea to let us know in the comments, or even send a message of things that you might be looking for. So, but we do appreciate you guys hanging out with us and being here. And thank you for coming and all of your support. And thank you to Karen and to Kim for being the mods in the chat, making sure there's no shenanigans going on. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a sale at 5 in just a half an hour. It's a fundraiser event for Better World Rescue, which for the dogs and cats. So come over there. In the meantime, you can go to virtualantiquemarketplace.com and check out both mine and Jay's catalog. Put in pre-bids of items that you might see that you want. And I will be posting the link in the YouTube channel. Michael, do you want to say anything more about the estate sale coming up this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, if you can make it this weekend, again, we're doing it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting at 9 a.m. each of the days, closing at 4 p.m. Again, all 3 of the days. First day is prices are firm. Day 2, everything will be 25% off. And day 3, Sunday, will be 50% off. We definitely have enough room for parking. We are not doing early sales. And again, we are doing first come, first serve. In other words, if you were the person that decided to sit out there for 3 hours, I am not going to give you a number and have you be the last person.
Yeah.
You are going to be the first person in, right? So yeah, join us if you can. We absolutely would love to have you.
Yeah, and it's I've seen the pictures, and they really are having, it is a top-notch sale. It really, really is. I mean, it's beautiful, lovely pieces. I mean, you guys know, you see the things that Michael brings to the sales every week. That he and Richard both have an amazing eye and amazing
cash, Jay. I'm sick of the tax man. I don't care. Get out of my business. You are too up in my business. Federal government, you are really too up in my business right now. Legit.
Truth. But there. I mean, listen, go to the ATM. There is the ATMs in Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Ohio. So stop by the ATM. But cash.
There'll be one right down around the corner. There's a gas station.
Yeah, no checks. All right. Thank you guys again so much for being here. Really, honestly, we do appreciate you and your support. And we will see you next Tuesday, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, right here on Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. Thanks so much, guys. We really do appreciate you. We will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.